What's going on? Where you got your boy TJ here? You got a long awaited episode of Miseducated Opinion. It's been months. I mean, really months or whatever. But we got my boy, my cousin. I'm gonna let my cousin introduce himself first, and y'all know this guy here got like 1,000,001 names for the show. So go ahead and introduce yourself, cuz.
Hey, what's going on? Miseducated Opinion. It's your boy Trey, man. Cousin of TJ.
Go ahead, bro. What's your name this time?
It's your boy. It's your man, Kalev X, aka 306 Degrees of Power.
Okay, I seen you think with the Clear Vest. Where you get that from, bro?
Well, that's how it's Hebrew. That's how you say it. Like it's pronounced
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
okay. I thought I
Yeah.
been saying your name wrong or something
And
like
then
that.
I gotta take the X. I gotta get rid of the slave last name.
So
Yeah, all right.
you're Hebrew now, bro? What you want to be?
Nah, bro. The shit sound righteous. You know how nigga got. You know
No, I
how.
really don't. All right,
Say no.
we're gonna go kick into the show. I gave him a rundown of a couple of the topics, and after that, I'm gonna freestyle a little bit. We ain't gonna be here too long because we all got families and stuff like that. But we did want to make sure that we got the show out. It's been on me. I've been dragging foot, putting other reasons of why the show ain't been going, whatever. But it don't take much or whatever. But I'm gonna start off with everybody that heard about the George Floyd. If you ain't heard about the George Floyd situation, I don't know where you come from or whatever the case may be with that. But now it sparked outrage in the world, and we all know that. But my thing is, now that the media don't kind of tone down from it, they more focusing on Trump because it's election time. What do y'all feel about what's going on now? So I'm gonna let y'all chime in. Like, how do y'all feel about the situation now? Like, what do you think? Where do you see it at? Do you think like the movement's still going on? I got my own opinion, what I'm saying, about the whole Black Lives Matter, but I'm gonna let y'all go, and we can go in the same order we introduce ourselves in. So you go ahead, Trey, and talk to us.
All right, cool. I mean, I think it started off real strong with the riots. I think Trump, real talk, he might be in some trouble, man. When the whole world protesting the same thing, I can't say that I've ever seen that with anybody else, period, with the whole world going in. You know what I'm saying? So I think some change about to come, man. Straight up, that's what I think.
Go ahead, Caleb. Cause we gonna bounce off each other, but I want to get y'all opinion first. You know what I'm saying? Because usually just me and you. So with three people, I'm gonna get everybody's opinion in. Then we can just get on. We can talk that goofy stuff out. You know what I'm saying? How we do it. Go
Yeah.
ahead. How you feel about it, though, bro?
Well, you already know.
No, I don't know. That's
The movement been compromised. It's no. I don't. It's a bunch of symbolic stuff going on. There's nothing really happening.
Okay.
It got infiltrated. I think the problem was we made it too inclusive to people.
Who infiltrated? Hey, say it,
Man,
bro.
people always infiltrate everything. The white people.
Okay.
AKA Antifa. AKA I'm bored. I've been in the household for 2 months of this so-called for Corona. I need something to do. Hey, let's go out there and protest. Let's go attack the police because white people still have to feel bad about the shit they done by attacking the police. Everybody can get along with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. It's a whole bunch of, I don't know, man. Especially if you're on Twitter. I don't know if y'all be on Twitter and stuff, man. That's all you see. Every time I look on the timeline, somebody getting killed, somebody doing this. I'm like, man, like I feel like they put this stuff out on purpose. They're trying to make us. They're playing off our us being emotional, because of the things that have happened to us throughout history.
Okay. Well, my opinion on it is, Black Lives Matter is like, it's just a hashtag to me. I don't feel like it's genuine at all. Like you said, it's been infiltrated. Like when you pull up Black Lives Matter, to me, it reminds me of the whole the civil rights movement or whatever. Like that wasn't just for Black people. It's a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of sexual orientation, cultural backgrounds was put up under that civil rights thing. To me, civil rights it should have been a human rights thing, but it became civil rights. So when if you pull up Black Lives Matter, there's so many people that's up under this umbrella of Black Lives Matter. That's to me, so I feel like it's just a great hashtag. And I know people like say, man, white people coined the term black on black crime or whatever. But during Father's Day weekend, I think it was 104 people that got killed in Chicago. A baby got killed. Where are the Black Lives Matter people there? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are y'all? Like, so to me, I don't feel like it's a genuine movement to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a great hashtag. That you look at it, it's funded by a white dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, Like,
So,
if I fund you to do something, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, you have to, no matter what you do, if I feel a certain type of way, I'm the one backing you. So if I say, hey, we're gonna rock like this, you got to kind of like squeeze that in there. My perspective too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a good hashtag. That's just my opinion though. I don't feel like
did
it's
you read the
genuine.
manifesto?
Huh?
Did you read like I guess the manifesto that they have?
No.
Like who is it for? Like they don't even
Oh, that's
include
what I'm saying.
black
Yeah,
men
that's
at
what I'm saying.
all.
That's what I read. You know, like
Yeah,
it's not just Black Lives Matter. It's a whole bunch of
it's trans lives matter.
I was
it's
gonna say, so I ain't read the manifesto. What's on the
Yeah,
manifesto?
read it, bro. You're not included.
it's no, you are, but it's
No, as a black man, they're not.
yeah. Well, they got females,
Yeah, they said they start
like
off
same
as
like I said,
trans.
like yeah,
These
with
men-
trans, yeah, like I'm just saying the homosexual community, like whoever wanted to say
Yeah.
that part, whatever alphabet you want to be in the homosexual community, you're a part of that or whatever. Like I said, same thing with the civil rights movement. It just wasn't for black people. Okay, it's just like Ronald McDonald is the mascot for McDonald's. Black people were the mascot for the civil rights movement. Black people are the mascot for the Black Lives Matter, but it's more than just black people. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even though we want to say white people coined the term black on black violence, when a baby get killed, where is the outrage? I think that same type of outrage should be done in your community. And some people say, well, you can only do one thing at a time. I feel like that's not real to me. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
I just totally disagree with that part right there. So like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just a hashtag.
Now I feel you on that.
It's a
Like
great
what was
hashtag.
the day before yesterday? The people, buddy down in Hoover, Alabama, little 8-year-old got killed or whatever.
See what I'm saying? Now
You
where's the
don't
outrage?
see
That's
Black Lives
a
Matter,
baby. That's a baby.
right? Yeah, that's a little baby, man.
I ain't lived like so. I feel like that same outrage. A 10-year-old kid got killed. I think it was a Decatur or whatever. Got shot in the drive-by, something like that or whatever. Like, where is the outrage then? Like, so Black lives really don't matter unless it's beneficial to our political movement. Because that's a party now. That's a party now. You got the Republicans, the Democrats, and the Black Lives Matter. They got their own party. They got their own party. So
I mean, with the whole, I mean, the thing is though, what's the outrage? I mean, stuff like that Chicago's been going on in Chicago forever. Until they actually do something, make some actual changes,
okay.
like better education, have something, more resources, more things for them to do, actually be more fathers in the home, like it is actually some real changes, it's gonna always be like that. And you know how black people is, when we get to a certain place, we're not trying to go back and reach back and help out. We shit. I got a property, I'm doing good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that whole we're gonna help each other out. We just like fuck it. Every man for himself.
All
So
right. I have a question. How do we apply these resources you just spoke on?
what?
These resources like better education, what else you said? Things in the community to do. So I mean, basically, because I feel like you keep kids busy, you cut down on a lot of.
Hell yeah, you cut down a lot of stuff. These kids just
So
be
how do
bored.
you go
What
about
you gonna do?
funds for this here? Because it ain't free. So like when you
I
make
mean,
statements like
same
that,
way,
I'm with
same
you.
way everything else gets built. We all
I'm saying, but when you make statements like that, you need to have a plan. Just like I don't know what the Black Lives Matter plan is, just to defund the police and take down the system or whatever. But like, and when we say do stuff like this, I mean, what is the plan? Are we just talking? I mean, we can say all day we need better education, but what is the plan to get a better education? Do you think that we should fund our own school? And when I say fund our own school, it's still their money. At the end of the day, it's still their money. They print the dollar.
Yeah.
So when we put so much value on the money, it's a tool. Money is a tool. So how do you?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
we need money to get things and to make things done. We need funding. That's why I said we need us to give back, aka these churches. These churches get all this money. They supposed to be the cornerstone of it, especially of the black community. If you look throughout history, the church has always been like the cornerstone of the black community. They don't give back. They make all this money. I'm sorry, like our Creflo Dollar needs to give $1 to other people because he keeping all this money talking about he want to get a jet. But how you got a church in the hood, bro? That don't make any sense.
right.
You the most expensive thing in that neighborhood. Like, come on, bro. And people go to his church, give him his money. Like, he should be helping. Like that, anything that neighborhood around that church should be doing great. Should be at least doing like they should be doing something, bro. But the people that have the money, they don't. It's like they don't give back. They're not trying to fix it.
True.
So it's like, what do we do? I mean, it's going.
I mean, the system is corrupt, man. It's like this. if you're not personally taking it back to where it need to be, you don't know where you sending your money, really.
These are facts.
Because I can say, hey, I'm gonna send my money over here, but whoever I'm sending it to, who's to say that that person is gonna do what they're supposed to do with it? So that's the problem. So you kind of almost got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, that is true. And it's like, how do you do that in a system that's not designed for you to, like, when I say not designed for you, because they always say, well, you got this person, you're always gonna have your spots of success or whatever. But like, how do you make it like a continuous cycle of success? You are like, because even like white people, like they you have your white people that you like, dog, you white, you supposed to make it, bro. Like, what is your excuse for not making it? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
no, for real, it's like where do you toe the line of how it's supposed to go? That's all I'm saying. Like, both of y'all, what y'all saying is right. I'm not disagreeing at all, but I just feel like it's bigger than what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we say bring the money back to our community, but like most of us are abroad now. Like most of us, when we get to a point of success, we leave our community. So what community are we bringing it to? You know what I'm saying?
It's like Dr. Umar Johnson. He trying to build a school, right? And then all you see people talking about, oh, where the school at? You ain't got a school. But then you want to complain about, oh.
Have you seen the school? Have you seen
but,
it?
But, yo, the thing, see, that's the problem. At least he's trying. He's trying. It ain't about how big the school is.
I was proud of him when he got it. Because, like, I don't know if I told you, I went to see Umar speak before. Like, when he first started blowing up, I went and speak. I went to hear him speak. But then, like, as I started peeping game, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, bro. You ain't no different than the church. You ain't no different church robbing people. So when you say he doing something, you got churches out here, quote unquote, doing something, but are they robbing the people and they just put on the front?
But the thing, it takes money. People don't want to get. Black people, we don't want to. We have to get. We're going to have to fund this project of putting things in our community. You can't expect, like, how is it going to get built?
Right.
You gonna ask the white man, like y'all continue to do, like you ask the white man for reparation that you're never going to get.
Correct.
Like, I don't think people understand that. You're never getting that money.
I'm with you, but I think you said it the best at first. No matter what, the church is the cornerstone of the communities. No matter what your belief is.
Yeah.
Throughout the struggle of Black people in America, the church is what has got us to where we need to be at.
Yep.
Fuck your belief system. And there's nothing against the NOI, the Nation of Islam or whatever. Like, they had their moment when, like, that's how it's supposed to be. Do within. But the church has always been that one piece that helps us drive forward. I mean, education, slave, all of it. I feel like it has to be the church, because we are soulful people. We are spiritual people. No matter what your belief system is, the church has always been that one that's been there.
Why is that? Well, why has it always been the church?
That's a good question. Maybe I think church was a safe haven where, like, you can come together and have meetings and discussions where, you know, white people wouldn't come to, and you can plan and organize. I think, you know what I'm saying? This is my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, my opinion on that too is I think it's the church, because for the most part, most Black people are Christian. I think we can agree on that.
I agree.
And who taught us the Christian?
TJ.
Yeah,
right.
I'm not. Yeah, y'all know this.
But no, I mean,
I
feel you. But look, who taught us Christianity?
I was just about to say that the Caucasians.
Right.
Okay.
So
did they teach us Christianity though?
They took our not our spiritual traditions and taught it, made it into a religion, and then sold it. They
I mean, think about it. If I'm bringing you to a whole country and I'm taking you away from your whatever native to you, and I'll bring you something brand new, and I'm giving you something that may have been around, but because you're not understanding our language and stuff, the thing was, the first part, a lot of so-called slaves that were brought over here were brought from the western part of Africa, which was mostly Islam. It was more the eastern part of Africa that was Christian.
True.
So when they brought them over here, I think it's been around in Africa, because Africa was a huge place where everybody was kind of individual tribes.
I said it was the white man Jesus. That come on, man, that caucasoid, man. That's not your God. That's not.
But but I'm saying, who is
that Caucasian was not there. Don't give that Caucasian that credit. That was not his name. That was not his name.
What you talking about? Jesus?
Yeah, that wasn't his name.
What was his name?
Jesus.
Was it Yahshua?
It was Jesus, bro.
Who? No, it wasn't it.
Jesus.
I think it was Joshua, and I could be
Yeah, I
saying
mean,
it wrong.
maybe it was
Jesus.
pronounced
Jesus
Joshua.
and Cristo.
Yeah, yeah. See what I'm saying? So like when I turn like I said, your spiritual traditions or whatever, and these was things that was on the temples and tribes and stuff. I mean on the tombs and stuff like this here. So these were traditions. It wasn't a spiritual religion. I mean, it wasn't a religion. You get what I'm saying? These were traditions that we carried on. Maybe it's been stories that been passed down, but they took these stories and put their self into this situation here. So you're not worshiping. When I take your child, okay, let's say here, I take your child away from you, and I raise your child as mine. That's not my child. No matter how much I raise that child, I'm responsible for this child, but it's not my child. It's your child. So I think when they took our stuff and made it theirs. That's just all I'm saying. They made it theirs. So when they
That's what
did,
they always
they
do.
taught us their religion, and then like even with this same Bible, you know what I'm saying? Because I think we all agreed that it served a part in keeping the slaves docile. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
At the same time, it kept the oppressors to a certain status too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because like if they reading this stuff to us, like honor that master and stuff like this or whatever. What do you think for the slave? You're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. What you think the master when they read that scripture? What do you think they doing? Like, yeah, you supposed to honor
Yeah,
obey.
motherfucker, you supposed to do this.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
I mean, to a certain extent.
what I'm saying, it played on both sides of the spectrum because every cracker that was over here didn't know what the fuck they was doing. This is just game that was passed down to them, and they think
But I
this
was
is how it's
saying,
supposed to go.
like, they kind of used it against them. You know what I mean? It wasn't like because I once if you think about all the like John Brown, Nat Turner, they all Harriet Tubman, they all had vision from God because they had a different understanding of God
Right.
than from what the white man told them. And of course,
Right.
the only thing that he could use was obey your masters. But he doesn't go further on and says, master, treat your slaves, right. Just treat them like humans. Don't treat
Right.
them like that. They
But
only gave them a certain passage.
but those passages that you talking about, that wasn't read to the slaves. Like you were
Of
only,
course.
you
Why
were-
would you?
you
I
were-
mean, why would they do
you were
that?
only allowed to teach them so much, and then the slaves that could read, they was only allowed to read only certain aspects of it or whatever. But when they preached it to us, excuse me, they wasn't allowed to preach those parts. When Nat Turner started going deeper, that's when he said, hold up, there's some goof stuff going on. You get what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was like when he started going deeper into the Bible. But let me not veer away from what I'm saying. But if you look at those movements, that was still the cornerstone of that was a church. Like they had it in the field. That was their
Yeah.
that was their
I mean,
congregation.
that was my whole point. Is the reason that I think the church is allowed by white people for it to be the cornerstone is like, hey, we taught y'all this. We gave y'all this.
We got control over you. And
Exactly.
For you to keep on teaching this, you have to propagate a certain propaganda to the people. You know what I'm saying? Because
We got some radical black preachers.
You do. I told
Like
you.
the first,
I
some of
ain't
the
saying
first,
everybody. I'm not saying everybody.
some of the first independent African American preachers, they were radical. Like
a lot of them
founders of American
were.
Methodist.
Obama
they
pastor
preaching
was.
that white, listen to white man
pastor
stuff.
was.
Who?
That homosexual Obama, his pastor was. And then he turned his back on him. He turned his back on him.
Of course. Obama turned his back on every black person.
Yeah. Like he said, he had to get to where he had to be, but
exactly.
For us. But we all agree though, if I'm not mistaken, that like in order to make a movement, it has to go through the church. But at the same time, the church is helping us. But now it's to the point where the church has been monetized so much now it's hurting us. Like it's all about the dollar now. Cause what they did was they was like, hold on, I got you. I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, y'all want to do this here? Let me try to get some money. Mega churches. Yeah. And now the mega churches, you want to be on that status.
Yeah.
Like I look, no lie, man. I seen the pastor where he got the James Brown treatment. Where they put the cape on him, and he was on one knee.
He was on fire with the Holy Ghost.
I was like, man, come on now. And then he had security around him and everything. Like you couldn't even touch his hand at the end of church. Come on, man. Like what is this?
Yeah.
So it became to the point where, in my opinion, just my opinion here, where it became less about quote unquote that Caucasian Christ, the devil that y'all worship that ain't God, that ain't the God or whatever. I think y'all worship the devil with that stuff there or whatever. But anyway, it became less about them and more about the pastor. The pastor want to be, you know what I'm saying? He on the high horse. Look at me. I think more churches worship their pastor than anything. I think that pastor is at like he that dude, man. I think.
Listen, bro, I'm trying to be like him. I'm trying to get a
I ain't
church.
mad at you. That's what the game.
I'm trying to get a church right now. I'm telling you, shit ain't working out like I
I
wanted
mean, 'cause
to.
look at this here. Check this out. Look at cult movements. Most cults are from the Bible. When I say like, I mean like they use the Bible to
Yeah,
spin
they use
their
the Bible
own
to
little.
control the people. Yeah.
They use the Bible to spin their own little motive on it or whatever. You got the people that went down to Jamestown or whatever.
Yeah.
You got the people in Waco. They say he was returned to Christ. You got what was that? Some people named that did the mass suicide in the early 90s. Heaven's Gate. This dude cut his penis off. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, but
that was a white organization, right?
they had, I think they had like 1 or 2 black people and 1 black person.
Yeah, they don't sound like no black people. We
But
cut our dicks off, bro.
no, you had people that actually they drunk the remember they said don't drink the Kool-Aid. Where you think that come from? People killed themselves. That was a mass suicide.
Yeah, Jim Jones.
Yeah, Jim Jones. Yeah, Jim Jones. That was a mass suicide, bro. That was nothing but us. See what I'm saying?
No, it was a lot of white dudes.
Man, that was a lot of white people
there. That was mixed. That was a good mix, man.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good mix.
It was majority us. Look it up. It was in the hood.
Hey, bro, but you got to think about what he was preaching. I mean,
he used the Bible to hit.
They didn't look at race. I could understand him.
And look, because I watched the documentary, because I look, y'all know I own the shop. So I was like, man, how can you get people to follow you like this? So I was studying codes. I ain't gonna lie, I was studying codes. Like, how the hell do you get people to follow you? And what
you said,
Coates. What he did was he took religion, which is game, if you know what you're doing. And also, he deprived them of sleep. So it's like they was walking around drunk the whole time.
Zombies.
Like, these are the fucking dudes and everything. They had a round table of meetings, a circle of meetings was there, and it was this black dude talking, and they said, well, who all here he ain't fucked yet. So they started raising their hand. The black dude said, well, that was time for me to go. It was a white dude said he had just joined the church or whatever, and he came out the back. He came out of his office. And he walked past him like he was doing something on the stage or whatever, or behind the curtains. And he came back and started rubbing my head like, when you gonna let me fuck you in the ass? Come on, man.
Hold on, bro. Time out. You said that documentary he was doing that?
Documentary. It's a documentary. It's all about cults. And you look at the Nubian Nation.
I can understand smashing up women.
Nubians that was down here. This dude fucking nothing but little girls. One of his midwives, one of his sister wives or whatever. One of his wives was talking about a sister wife. It was a little girl, and she talking about he like I'm finna go fuck in the ass because she got a fat ass. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Malachi York. See what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like all this stuff is fun.
That shit, Africa Bambaataa was molesting little boys.
Well, yeah, that's some gang stuff there. But that's a gang. But what you get what I'm saying though? Most of these cults are spent off religion, and if you look at the church, it's no different to me. I'm not saying there ain't no genuine churches out here that feel like they really are doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that doesn't exist. But when you look at the totality of it, a lot of them ain't nothing but a hindrance to the community. But if you look at the movement of black folks, it always has come through the church. The church, I ain't gonna say come through the church. The church played a role in it. The only one I can think of that didn't play a role in it, because even Marcus Garvey was a Catholic.
Yeah, but it wasn't about. He wasn't pushing Catholics.
No,
but pushing that.
I'm just saying, but like that was part of his movement. It wasn't. He was pushing us. But I'm just saying, like you look at his foundation. I don't think I can think of that. Was the Nation of Islam, and they turned. I mean, like they said, you know what? We're gonna turn y'all against each other. We gonna destroy y'all from the inside out.
Oh, so you're not rocking with NOI no more?
I never was.
Yeah, brother.
I said Malcolm X. I never was.
The NOI did good. They could. NOI could do a lot more.
And they still doing some dope stuff. I'm not saying that at all. But like when they was at they prime, when Elijah Muhammad died, I think a lot of it started, like it became which direction we gonna go, because they took the traditional Islam and belief and brought that into the know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, that was his
son, the one who did that, which is kind of crazy.
Farrakhan doing the same thing now, though. Farrakhan.
Hold on, if you think about it,
left because of that, then he came back and rocked with that.
I said, if you think about it, like the whole situation with Elijah Muhammad, indirectly or directly, we don't know what happened, but he got killed, and
Elijah Muhammad,
After that,
he died.
because there was jealousy amongst his family members. But then when
And Elijah
Elijah,
Muhammad got killed.
no, I mean when Malcolm X got killed, right? They killed Malcolm X because Malcolm X was running. He was talking too much.
I agree.
I got it. I seen
agree.
it.
I'm a big.
He was
know,
talking too much. He should have.
I'm
Like,
a
all
big.
right, bro.
I'm a big. Man, I think I told the greatest people to walk the face earth: Shaka Zulu, Malcolm X, and Khalid Muhammad. Once you really study these people, whatever. But Malcolm ego got in his way.
Yeah, but the thing is, when he got killed, right? It was a lot of jealousy going on amongst like higher members of the organization, his family members, right? So the thing, it was crazy how after Elijah Muhammad got killed, his son is the one who pretty much disbanded NOI and had them trying to do Orthodox Islam, which is just kind of like the karma because they had something to do with Malcolm getting killed.
Okay, but
and in turn, he pretty much lost it all because if he'd killed Malcolm, if Malcolm would have stayed alive and NOI, I promise you, we probably would be Muslim right now. I know I probably would.
Yeah, you're right. You probably so. Okay, but with that being said, though, again, how do we move forward with that? Now that the media ain't focusing on us no more. We don't went all the way around the circle. Let's get back to what the original topic was. How do we get past that? Because like when the media started covering it, you know what I'm saying? Because it was good for TV. It was good for TV. Ain't that going on? It was good for TV. But I don't think they really cared. Everybody quote unquote woke now. Go back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to sleep on it. Y'all can have it. So I just don't. What would you do with your camera, man? You sideways, bro.
I don't know what just happened.
But I'm saying, you see what I'm saying? Oh, I'll let him figure it out. But you see what I'm saying, though, Trey? Like, I know what's the righteous thing to do, but since I don't think righteousness and progress go together in this society.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody really just do what they do, man. They stay in their lane, they put their head down, and they take care of their business, and they don't really worry about the bigger picture.
Hey, you know what? You hitting on something for real, because I really feel like that's what we have been forced to do, and I think that's the only way to do it. Like you got to protect yours from the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because society's gonna do what they want to do, society's gonna play the game how they want to play it or whatever. This guy's gone. I don't know. I invite him back or whatever. But I mean, I just think that it's not meant for us to be a movement anymore. Like they're not gonna allow that to happen right now.
I mean, dude, it never was, man. Look, we weren't even supposed to be doing what we're doing right now. Like they didn't bring us from Africa for this. You know what I'm saying?
Those are facts.
So we're really doing big things right now.
Divided, but you think about it. Look, like we said, we got to protect our own. So we're doing big things, but it's divided. And I think that was a masterful plan to me. If I divide you niggas, I got you. So you can have your little spots of success or whatever, but you would never come together as a force ever again. They're not gonna allow it to happen.
Nah.
Not. Because they're afraid of that. Hell, I don't think we're ready for that now. Like we've been so divided.
The only person I think that can do it right now today is Farrakhan.
I'm happy you spoke on that, Coach. Like that's the only leader I know that's still or that is active that I can say, me personally, that I can say disregarding your beliefs or whatever, that I feel like if we used to follow this one person here, we'll go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We'll move forward or whatever. But he's up in age. He's doing good.
87, bro.
He doing way better than me. He probably not run me and all this stuff here. But but he's up in age. But it's like when he passes, what happens then?
You said a lot right there. When he passes, what happens? I don't know.
Because I see so many different aspects from up under his teachings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And not all of them agree. And I mean, you're not going to agree on everything. But I feel like when it comes to a movement, it should be a set. Now, this. If we're the leaders, this is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go here. But I feel like once his days are numbered, it's gonna fall.
Yeah. Did you see his speech the other day?
No. Everybody was talking about it. I haven't watched it yet. Everybody talking.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. It's on Revolt TV.
Was it on 4th of July, something like that?
Yeah, on 4th of July. Yeah.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Did he let it run on Revolt? So shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? Because without that, I wouldn't have seen it.
So what was like? I mean, you ain't got to like go in verbatim, but what was he speaking on?
Man, he really speaking about a lot of stuff. Coronavirus, George Floyd, police, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's really been happening lately.
Some stuff, man. Like people don't realize like Farrakhan is one of them dudes that like I've always respected. I don't agree with everything. Like with the whole fallout with him and Khalid Muhammad, I didn't respect it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't respect it. Like I honestly just felt like he did what Elijah Muhammad did to Malcolm X, but unjustified because he spoke. He was at a university and he spoke on the Kaplan. He called him a bunch of faggots and all this type of stuff here, whatever. But these are your same teachers. But when that happened, it made me question, like, okay, well, who are you bed with? You know, who are you in bed with? And I was saying, why are you defending them? But these are the people you say are against us. Like,
right.
So I don't say that he's 100% flawless. You get what I'm saying? But I like he's that one leader that can put us. You tapped out for a second. We're talking about Farrakhan. If there is one leader that's gonna push us there.
Yeah, I mean everybody flawless. Even Martin Luther King had them hoes on deck.
Martin Luther King had them hoes.
Is that a flaw though?
Hey, everybody got a flaw, man. Everybody got a flaw, dog. So
But I don't feel like that was a flaw. I think that because they told us this. We don't know. White people told us he had these hoes.
Nah, that nigga funny.
Bruh.
You ain't see none of these females come forward. You ain't see none of
I think
white people told us this.
It was in I think David Abernathy Booker. One of the
I don't think Ralph would have lied on him.
Well, I'm not saying that he didn't have the hoes on, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying white people told us this, and then at the same time, is that a flaw though? Is that taking away from what you're doing? I mean, it look bad.
So it'll look bad because he was married. That's the only thing about it. That's it.
True. He had
that man was stressed.
He had
yeah. I mean, he deserved it. Ain't
what made it bad? They said he had white women. That's what made it look bad.
No, I don't think he was letting the white women.
That's what they said. Though. I'm like, come on, bro.
I don't think that's true, bro.
Oh,
hey, he didn't want to turn.
I don't think that's true, bro. Don't be loud of Mark, bro.
He didn't want to turn none of his black women into hoes. He said, "Hey, one nation, bro."
Don't do that. Don't put that on my guy. He wasn't doing no shit like that.
Hey, I don't know. You know, they say,
it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think he would have did it just because if anything get out.
Yeah. I mean, this was a faggot. So hey.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, if he got some head from a white girl, I'm cool with that.
Hey, Trey, he love white women. I forgot.
Hey, don't do that. Hey, brother, don't do that. Not right now, brother.
This man is Farrakhan, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, but I love that white girl. So don't tell him. Here you go. Go ahead. Tell him about the white girl, bro.
No, brother, come on. All that stuff that's going on in America, you want to bring up a white woman right now? Don't do that, man. We talk about that shit off the camera, bro.
You don't need it on the camera. It's recorded. It's in YouTube, bro.
Nigga, don't do that. My sisters can't do that to them.
Now you love us again. Even people tell like, hey, man, that nigga show some white girls. Man, he be like, man, something about that white girl.
That was an old thing. That was before I became righteous.
Therefore you became Caleb X, right?
Nah, Caleb X.
I apologize, my brother. Hebrew Israelite ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? All right. So basically, with that being said, we really don't know where it's gonna go. And like you had tapped out, but we was basically saying like you really got to do for self nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take care of your own because society's out to get us anyway. And when I say society, I don't mean just white people. I mean because you got black people part of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't feel like it's just white people. I mean, it's when we say systemic racism, that's a movement. You know what I'm saying? So everybody playing their role in it. So it's like you gotta protect your own. You know what I'm saying? Like even with that, you gotta let some people go too, like family members and all. Like, bro, hey, you know, I love you, but I love you from afar, bro. You toxic to me and my situation. You gotta teach your kids, like, especially with men, we got boys or whatever, you know, bro, you gotta learn how to work, make a boy, you know, so that's a whole other conversation, bro. It's all in the stroke, bro. It's all in the stroke. But you know what I'm saying? It's all in the stroke, bro. 1 up, 2 right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I think I did that shit wrong. Too left.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to teach them how to be upstanding people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And own they flaws at that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Right.
like you can't run from who you are. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me, like I'm an open book pretty much, but I ain't gonna tell you everything. But you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much an open book when it comes. We chop, especially man, you Trey. You know how we chop it up, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But it's like you have to build a community within your household, and hoping that transitions into their families moving to come together. Cause we all got multiple kids, so when their families come together, that makes it bigger, and then their family come together, it makes it bigger. Like even with our family, Trey, like we had our family. I think, and you don't know this case, but I got a huge family. But I didn't see the divide when my grandfather passed because I was a child. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that coming up, the females had the mantle. You know, like it's nothing but females, elders in my family or whatever.
Right.
But the females held the mantle. But then, like when the next generation came, which we and him right up under that generation, the females still have it though. The men never did step up. We got two that's like profound in our family that we speak on. Like okay, they handle their business, this, that, and the third, or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, and when my grandmother passed, I saw the divide then. You know what I'm saying? So they elders that they were learning from were gone. So all we can do is what ours is try to start that over again, start that cycle over again, and make sure the bond is a little tighter. But when we're not here, I think like my family, the bond was the foundation was built to last as long as the elders were around. So, and like I say, I saw the divide. So it has to be that when the next generation come along, which is our generation of kids, is that regardless of whether we're here or not, y'all keep this thing going. Y'all should understand who is going to be the forefront, because it's going to be a leader in the family. It's going to be somebody. It might be the elder child, might be the younger child, might be the middle child. You don't know who's going to take it.
It got to happen.
It got to happen. Yeah, it got to happen. And they got to be the ones to keep it together, keep the family tight. Y'all saw the whole thing in what was the movie Soul Food? When the mother passed, you see it.
I never seen Soul Food.
Yes, you have, man.
Oh man.
No, I have never seen it.
Well, if you watch it, you'll see when the mother passed.
Everybody just kind of separated.
Yeah, it was a big divide or whatever, and it took the kid, the child, their child.
That's
to
true.
Bring it back together. You know what I'm saying? So I think that like the generation before us is done. With us, what we have to do is like build on our foundation, and as it grows, stay together. That's how you build a community nowadays, in my opinion. And I might just be talking or whatever. I'll let y'all go, but this is my. I feel like you have to build it and make sure that it stays together, because like when one person get a little success, you'll see like jealousy and envy. If anything, you should be like proud of it. Like I told you, Trey, like I like he younger than me, but I like as a man, like he's like one of the highly respected males of my generation. Like the way he handled business, and I had to tell him he didn't even know that. Like yeah, but like bro, yeah, we big up you on stuff you do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that should be how things go. But I'm gonna let y'all go.
It's bittersweet though. It's like you said, I ain't know that, and I ain't know that because my head is down, and I'm just going for me, my wife, and my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going, and I don't really look up to see if anybody else need anything. So that is the downside of it.
No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that like if seeing about anything, because anytime I ever asked you, you know what I'm saying, like could you help me out here in the third, like. If you was able to help me, you help me. You know what I'm saying, and vice versa. Right. So it ain't like your head down. But as a man, I think that your head has to be down to keep your family together. You can't. Right. It ain't about like how people view you. I was just telling you how we viewed you.
Yeah.
You really can give a fuck what we think about you. We can say you ain't shit. Well, fuck you, my family good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So it ain't about like how you perceive people view you. I'm just telling you from the outside, like, bro, you madly respected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's how it should be. Like, if somebody was to watch how you handle business with your family and stuff like that, they can take something from that. And I mean, with all of us or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They can take little aspects. None of us perfect. None of us perfect. But I mean, I feel like I wouldn't ask you to be on the show, Caleb. I didn't feel like you didn't have no. That's outside the white woman, bro. Yo. White one, bro. Like I mean, like, you say some stuff and you stand on some stuff that's solid as a man. And same thing with you, Trey. Like I wouldn't like. It's certain people in my family I won't ask to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not saying they bad people, but like the way my mind is set up and runs, like we couldn't come together on this. And Trey, you know, in our family, like certain people, we love them, but we don't rock with them.
Right. Some people I just don't care what they got to say.
Yeah. So like, I mean, so it's no perfect way to do it, but it is a blueprint on how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they scrap the blueprint and say, no, we're not gonna put this here, we're gonna put that there. So let's rewrite the blueprint. So it's no set in stone way to do it, but it should be morals and standards that you go by as a man. I can't speak from a female aspect, so I'm not gonna tell a woman what her role is to play. That's not my position to tell a role what to play in the family. That should be innate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as a man, it's certain things we know, like, nah, bro, that's not a solid way to do things. And like I said, we all flawed. So I mean, I'm stopping my little rant, man. But you know, I do know suck ass shit when I see it.
Right.
I know stand up shit when I see it. And hell, we don't. All three of us don't call with like you ain't know this your first time. Me and Caleb, but all three of us don't call each other out on some bullshit we don't done. He don't call me out on some bullshit. I don't call him on some bullshit. Same thing. With you, you know what I'm saying? Like by us being family, we definitely don't call each other on some intimate conversation. Me, you know, hey, like, nah, bro, that ain't the way to rock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, that's just what it is, though. But I also think that plays a role in it too. When you got men coming together, you should be able to pull each other coattail and be to the point where you're not too big to be put up on game or being pulled back. Like, nah, bro, you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So, how y'all feel about that?
Nah, that's real talk, man. I mean, it's some people that can't handle that. Like, for example, Donald Trump. Can't nobody tell him nothing, which is why he ain't no good leader.
That's our president.
Hey, man, fuck
he
all
is our
that.
president.
No,
go ahead.
He is our president.
That's our president. I think black people needed him because we got cocky with Obama. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, man. As a man, you got to be able to hear other people's opinion. Now, it's up to you as that man to dig what they saying and be like, hey, man, well, fuck what they talking about. It's up to you to do that. You know what I'm saying? But it is good to at least listen. You know what I'm saying? You might not even go with what they talking about, but you got to listen to them to figure things out, you know.
Right. Go ahead, Caleb.
My turn.
Yeah. No, man, everybody ain't you got something to say, bro. Just chime in. I went on a little rant there. That's all.
I mean, I agree with what y'all saying. I think we definitely do. As men, I think men, we should bond more, have more of a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to. You learn how to. It's not like we go out there to critique somebody, but how to take it without taking it personal and taking it emotional.
Right. No.
But it also depends on who it's coming from too. Every nigga,
right?
I just about
you know what I'm saying. Some of you niggas can't be saying shit to me.
No, you're right.
Just like, you know what I'm saying. That's my y'all. I'm just saying.
No. You're right. No, you're right. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying we were saying that, and I was just about to say like. It ain't about men critiquing you, but when you see when we see one of us when we off our square, like, hold on, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping right now. It ain't like critiquing you, but when you see somebody fucking up that you fuck with, got love for, whatever the case may be, like, hey, now, bro, you tone down for a second. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we definitely should pass on more information. That's why, like me, general, like especially. You know, where I work at and stuff, I always gravitate towards that. You know, like coach men, we talk about being a man, especially like me, talking to older dudes. Like, I know I kind of got a weird. I got a little. I got daddy issues. I don't got daddy issues, but I had issues with my mom.
We all do.
So, like sometimes older men who I respect and admire, I kind of gravitate towards them, and I talk to them a lot about just being a man in general, just being that, because especially the way the world's going, bro, they don't want you to be a man. They rather kill the strong man and raise the effeminate man.
I was just about to say that, bro. They have feminized.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they have an issue.
Yeah, they are like white man was never masculine, and here they don't just feminize black man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Masculine no more.
They don't want you to be masculine. They don't want you to, and it's hard for us because, like, nowadays it is kind of hard for men, like what our role is today. And if you listen to society, they make it seem like you have no role. Like, you're not here for no reason. But if it was all fine and dandy, then our black boys wouldn't be dying. They wouldn't be going to jail. They wouldn't be so uneducated. I'm not saying that that's a woman's fault. I feel like, you know how I feel. I feel like a lot of it's the man's fault.
Yeah.
And I think
Oh,
we
wait. Listen.
You are,
Hey, man.
for a nigga who talk about I be capping for women. I be trying to say, bro, it's the man's fault, bro.
And
you gotta go a little bit deeper with that one. You can't just
like not vilify the man and not vilify the woman.
I'm not that's what I'm saying. I'm not vilifying the man. I'm not saying it's not like that's how we came over here. A lot of things have happened.
Some bitches ain't
so,
shit.
Yes,
that's
but
all.
I feel like as a black man fault, huh?
Some bitches ain't shit, bro. That's just what it is.
We're not talking about bitches.
Okay.
We talking about men.
Okay.
They more important than bitches. There's always gonna be bitches here. It ain't enough men here.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
We need one.
That family structure was broken up, and boys wasn't allowed to progress to men. They made them stay. They made the transition from male to boy, but they never made that transition from boy to man.
Who's raising them?
Huh?
Who's raising them?
Who's raising who?
These boys.
The boys.
No, when the man was around, they was raising.
Right, but listen. Okay, we're not gonna go into this conversation here because we don't have it before. But certain things, we talking about systematic racism. Certain things were put in place for a man not to be there.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So
what does that mean?
Okay, so when women depending on the system to provide and take care of the family, that man they won't allow that man to play a role. Not because every situation where a boy didn't come up with his father was not always the father's fault. You know what I'm saying? Some of these women use their child as a token to get what they want to be or to get
through the system.
So so that there goes the point when I'm saying
it's the thing of picking the type of woman that
ain't shit, bro.
To have kids.
And they raise a man.
Shit when he got her pregnant.
No. Listen, I'm not saying it's a totality. I'm saying sometimes it's like that. And when you got a woman that's raising a boy with a sick mindset like that, their whole thing is, I'm not raising him to be a man. I'm raising him to be a man that I'm attracted to.
Right.
They trying to.
And who fault is that again?
They're trying.
It goes back to the man.
No, but no.
All right. So look. All right. Check. This is what I say.
Go ahead.
Man, everything is through the system. The system don't want black men to be around, dog. Even right now today. Look, I'm married.
Is that the woman fault? Is that the man fault? They're emasculating us?
What do you mean? First of all, as black men, do you want to be around? That's the question.
Do I want to be around?
Because you want to be around, you're gonna be around.
This is the thing. Financially, it may benefit the woman more financially if the man ain't around through the system.
Thank you.
So the woman will say, "Hey, man, well, fuck you being around. I'd rather just collect this money."
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you.
And that's the toxic woman that you don't need to be raising your child.
Exactly. That's the key point you're making right there. We need to make better decision of who we lay down with. That's the only thing I agree with you with.
Hey, look, pause. Both of y'all, y'all got kids. The woman that y'all was talking to before y'all had kids and the woman y'all had after, they two different women, man.
They change. Yeah, you right.
They changed on you.
You right. That is true.
No, you right. But at the same time, I think a lot of times we still need to understand the type of women. Like me personally, I kind of knew who I was laying with. Some of the stuff she did really did surprise me because I really knew I had my reasons on why I did it. But I kind of knew, like, a lot of these dudes know the type, like, you know that chick ain't shit. Like, you know, nigga, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
So you know she ain't shit, and you still have a baby with her.
That's true too.
I mean, I think we could be better mates. I mean, we have to learn.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying that you're wrong.
It's the man's fault, bro.
It's not just that. It is set up for the man not to be around. It's set up for that woman to be the father of that child. The system is the daddy.
The system.
We can say that back in the day. I think now we
say it now. You still can say it.
I don't think we can keep saying it.
You got a lot of fatherless kids out here, and every situation ain't where the daddy ain't shit. It is some situations where the daddy ain't shit. I'm not saying that at all, but it's I think more situations where the mama ain't shit.
I think the mama ain't shit in most cases.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And they, like I said,
how she get like that?
When it come to rape, they dad
from her mama.
Exactly.
No.
Once again, it's the man's fault.
No, you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. Their daddy dealing with an ain't shit bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Because she probably didn't have her daddy around.
No. Okay,
or she probably had a bad relationship.
We can trace this all the way back to slavery. They split up the family. Then they split the family.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, we're gonna have to move on. We can't keep using
more tactical ways of splitting up the family now.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I think it started with welfare.
When the system get involved, when the system get involved, now you putting his father in a situation where he barely able to keep his head above water to keep the system from locking him up. You know what I'm saying? Depriving him from a way to make money or whatever. Because everybody ain't rich. So let's be real now. We're not talking about like everybody doing off. So they're put in a position where the mother is financially gaining from this guy here.
Right.
It's the father. And if that father tries to play a role, she's gonna sick the system on that man again. So once again, now she's raising this boy to be who she's attracted to.
But what kind of women are doing that?
Ain't shit.
Yeah, all women are not doing that. There are good women.
I know a lot of women that do.
I do too.
Well,
What I'm saying,
however,
I
the
wasn't
dude
saying all.
they try to raise their son to be the exact opposite. My son ain't gonna be nothing like he gonna be like this.
Yeah.
And it's just her type of dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And, yeah. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm not saying all situations, but when you look at it,
I agree.
it's majority of the situation. Mostly. That's all I'm saying, bro. Nothing is totality or 100%. Nothing is.
I'm sorry. I still think it's hey man, we gotta take accountability too as men, bro. We know who we land with. We know who we be getting pregnant. And if she displays those, she's going to show you herself before you get her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you had a good woman and then overnight she got pregnant. She just became this total bitch.
Hey, someone turned the bitches real.
Yes.
Someone turned. They go through their moves, bro.
No, hey, real talk. Hey, true story, man. So I never forget. I was having a conversation with my sister. She's not married, right? And we was talking about getting married, and then she was like, "Hold on, so the stuff like I did before I got married, do I gotta still do that after I get married?" That was a real question that she asked me.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, women change is my point.
I mean, they do. They do change, but we know they change. I'm just saying, but you're not getting a complete, like, you getting a son and then she just turned into the darkest night. Like,
I don't know, bro.
If she was Dark Knight, that means she was already dark.
Look, I don't think none of us, well, I know you don't have that story, but like, I have a child outside of my situation, and you're not married or whatever, Caleb. But I think we all, none of us have that horror story, but we all know people that have that horror story. We all know multiple people that have that horror story where they be like, man, this bitch here, you know what I'm saying? But all you hear, all you hear is the female side of the story. But if you ask a man, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, bro, so what have you been listening to? When they had these conversations, it's female talking about how men ain't shit. But you never hear the male version of like, well, no, it ain't shit. She not allowing me to be shit. She don't want me in this child life. And especially if she get a new dude, oh no, it's crazy, bro. These females is crazy, man. They crazy. A lot of them got daddy issues. You think we got daddy issues?
That's true. A lot of them do have daddy issues.
We both got daddy issues. But the thing is, when it affects them totally, it affects them differently.
Think about it. Who does the daughter clean to? The father. Who does the son clean to? The mother. So when you
that's all the cleans the father.
No, what I'm saying, that nurturing part right now, like, if you had a situation not dealing with women, most of the time you would go to your mother for advice before you go to your father, because you want to soften the blow of the harsh truth of what it is. So because we've been raised and we've been coddled to the point where we want the weak version of it or whatever, because our mama has pussified us. So when you have these conversations, you know what I'm saying, you get that perspective of it or whatever. So if you look at this woman who's longing for a father, longing for a daddy, you know what I'm saying, and she don't get it from this man, or you just another motherfucker that ain't shit, just like my daddy. They don't say that verbatim, some don't, but their actions show that.
Yeah.
But then if you look at the situation between the mother and father, if you get the real detail instead of just getting the woman's perspective, 95% of the time you're just getting that woman narrative of what happened in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? But if you get the whole story, you be like, oh, he wasn't perfect, but shawty, you played a big role in that man not being there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. I don't think
I'm not saying it's a whole though. You got a lot of situations where dudes ain't shit. I'm not saying that. You got to.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Hell, we all know dudes that ain't shit.
No, I think a lot of times we allow us as man and woman, we allow our differences to affect the child, regardless of what happens. Even my baby mama, and we got some stuff. Some stuff I'm still working on forgiving her about. But I try to not.
Word, hold on. Power in the word. This is mother of your children. Power in the word. I just told my son, honestly, he was on the phone with his mama. And I was like, look, bro, I still love your mom. I'm not in love with your mama. He like, no, you don't. I said, bro, how can I love you without loving the person that gave you to me? So that's a whole nother power in the word, but mother of your children, not your baby mama. White people told the baby mama stuff. Go ahead.
What I said? I said baby mama?
Yeah.
Always, niggas, hold on, bro. I was saying that before I met you.
That's how we
I
talk.
must one day.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say mother of my children.
Okay.
No, I say kid's mother. I say kid's mother sometimes, like mother of my children. But I won't call her baby mom. But
A female put me
the mother of my children, we had issues and stuff, and I think we got to the point where it's a lot better now. But when I look back and I think about it, I think a lot of times we let these issues affect us. And I mean, I don't know what everybody goes through. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might be some wild shit that where it's like, but if it's a forgivable thing that you could forgive, like, you know, some things are like it's easier to forgive than others. But it's just like we should try to work out, at least to do it for the child, even if we're not together. A lot of black kids growing up, their parents are not together. You know what I'm saying? And that's
why I respect Michael Jordan, Juanita. I think it's her name, whatever. I don't know.
Juanita.
I don't know why they broke up, but I know it didn't end. They didn't separate till them children got out their house. Them kids got to the point where they can take care of themselves.
Well, I mean, we necessarily got to stay together like that. But I'm saying we should be able to work together as parents to raise our child, regardless of what's going on. Yeah. I mean, unless it's that bad to where it's like I hate the thought of seeing you, then I already know how to deal with that.
I don't see how.
But if it's something,
I don't see how I can get that bad unless you like the dude raped her mama or something crazy.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So it shouldn't just because I hate when people be like, "Oh, I hate my baby mama." Or, I hate. Like, why do you say that? That's the mother of your kid. That's the father of your kid. Like, why you shouldn't hate each other? Because guess what? That child's going to see the same shit. Now she gonna hate me, or she probably not gonna respect that, or something, or your son not gonna respect him. We're doing more damage to the child than we know. Like the child is basically a plant. Yeah. As parents, we're raising this child, and everything they get really from us.
That's true.
Even the stuff that the positive things that we do to them,
they see it all.
The negative stuff that we do to them.
Hey, you know what's fucked up though, man? I don't know if women realize that how us as men, we know that, we see that. Do women know the same shit? Like, do they not know, hey, this what we got going on is gonna affect our kid?
I don't think so.
That's because they go. That's that. They think emotional. They're emotional.
Emotional, right?
Emotional. They don't have that in control and check, and they really be selfish about their feelings instead of worried about more of the child. They really be selfish and worry about what the hell you did to me.
You just basically said what we were saying. It took us it was personal to you, but what you just said is exactly what we just said.
You not gonna get me off that. Like, you try to act like I'm still gonna say what I should still gonna go back to the man.
I want to say, but the point is, like, we got you to see what we were saying. That's all we were saying.
I know. I see what you're saying. I just feel like
not as a whole that we saying all women ain't shit. Because for every bad female, I can name a female out there pushing the part for that man to play a role. But I'm just saying that it's more women that ain't shit out here, bro. It's hard picking. It's hard picking.
So what you say about the men then?
And if you get you one, bro, you've been blessed by this Caucasian.
What do you say about the men?
It's impossible to pick a good one.
Say what?
It's almost impossible to pick a good one. To me, the good one's still gonna have their parents that still together.
Yeah.
And how many women do we run into that still got their parents still together?
It's very few.
Very few, man.
Very few.
But can't you say the same thing about men?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Yeah, and that's what's fucked up.
But we can only speak from a male perspective, though. I can't speak from they don't have they time since the 1950s, 60s to say how men ain't been there, this, that, and the third. But it's time for somebody to say, "Nah, bitch, you the reason that man went there."
But we always say that. You know how many songs we got? We got songs called "Bitches Ain't Shit."
Your mama ain't shit. Your mama ain't never shit. Your child ain't gonna be shit.
Men been doing the same thing. We do the same thing about we say the same shit about women. We got so many hip hop songs about bitches ain't shit. Like many songs.
I agree with them.
So we doing the same thing, just like women say niggas ain't. That's why we say you gotta understand.
Some of those songs should be played on heavy rotation, like they play these goof ass songs now. They need to have a lot of songs about bitches ain't shit. But
see, that's the problem. The wording you're using. When you stop dealing with bitches and you start dealing with women, you'll see a change. When you stop dealing with niggas, you start dealing with men, you'll see a change. But until you keep looking for niggas always ain't gonna be shit.
I agree.
Bitches always gonna be shit.
I don't know. I don't think nigga's a bad term to be personally. Depending on who I'm talking to, it ain't bad.
Yeah. No. I'm saying, but like from the idea of what he's saying, that's what I'm agreeing with. The idea.
Hold on. But as a man, you not a nigga. Like we understand. I use the word. I ain't gonna lie. And but at the same time, you're not a nigga. You're a man. You're not a nigga. Like you're a
Right.
man. You could be a African man, you could be a black, but you're still a man. You're not a nigga.
No,
You know,
I
we
agree
like-
with that.
No,
I agree. Like, for example, I call my wife baby. She's not a baby, but that's what I call her. That's my endearing term to her.
motherfucker. I like look at motherfucker.
TJ, hey, that's my nigga. Like, he's not a nigga. He a
But baby
man.
is positive though. Like you don't. It's not. You can't. You don't negatively
Niggas
use
probably-
baby. Like
right.
nigga could be
That's what I'm
used
saying.
as a. So we made it positive. But let's be truthfully honest. It's rooted in
Like
negativity.
females call each other bitches and shit. They don't mean it in no,
Huh?
no females call each other bitches. They don't
Oh,
mean it in
yeah.
no demeaning way.
He said dickies.
Yeah, they call each other bitches. I'm like, God damn. You remember Lupe had the song what called Bad? And they're like bitch,
Yeah.
bad, bitch bad, you know what I'm saying? And then he said, you know, at the end of the song, he'd break it down like how the word can be used, and it's a good term once they say it to each other, but the man say call it a bitch, it's a whole nother thing. So what I'm saying,
We do the
like,
same thing with the
it's
nigga.
like what else?
We say it amongst each other.
But listen, what I'm saying, we can call
That's
each
what I'm
other nigga all
saying.
day. We can call each other nigga all day, even whether
When
like
a white dude says it, use the same way we using it. It's an issue.
same thing. What I'm saying with females, they can call each other
But
all day. When
white
somebody
dude
that-
don't use it how I use it.
Wait,
No, that's true.
Let me finish. But like somebody, like females, are, like let's say the female communities in the whole, they can call just bitches all day. Somebody outside of the community call them a bitch. It's a whole nother conversation. Same thing with
Exactly.
black
Right.
people call each other nigga. When somebody outside the community call each other nigga, it's a whole nother conversation. And I told you about the client I had. You was up there, Kayla, when the white dude was saying nigga, and you looked up at Jerry like, what the hell? You remember that?
Hold on, Paul. Time out. Somebody was in your shop,
Yes.
a black-owned shop.
Let me give you the story. Let me give you the story before you go into it. Okay.
Because I'm gonna take you out right now, bro. I'm gonna let you give me the story first,
I'm
though.
gonna give you the whole story. Okay. So
All right.
before I opened up my own shop, when me and Jerry opened up shop together, whatever, I had a white client from New York. He had a black wife. She had a daughter, a black daughter. She actually had two black daughters. I'm breaking to how I found that out. And they had a mixed child together. So he used to bring his son up there. So when I got ready to move, I said, hey, bro, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna send you a text message or whatever, because I was telling everybody together. Like most of the people I was telling, like after I cut the hair, but he brought his son every 2 months, something like that. So I said, hey, when I was going to send my group message, he came up there. I said, bro, I'm gonna send you a text message, and later on today, so he's like, I bet. So when later on that day, I was still at the shop. He texted me. He said, hey, man, you still gonna send me that text message? And I say, in the text, I say, yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. I said, I just want to see how I'm gonna word it. I say, because it's going out to a lot of people. He's like, oh, okay, man, I thought you forgot about a nigga. And I was like, oh, wait, whoa.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, he was trying you right there. Now. He wanted to tell the
I'm not
waters
done-
on that one,
I'm
dog.
not
That's
even
what that
done- I'm
was,
not even
man.
done with the story. So I was like, I was confused. I'm riding up and down. I knew I was going to eat. I rode up and down the street for like an hour, not realizing I'm riding up and down the street for an hour, because I still like, when did I open up the door for him to say nigga to me or whatever? Like, did I invite this conversation or whatever? So bam, I say, you know what? I'm gonna still send him a text message about where I'm moving to. I said, when he come up here, I'm gonna talk to him. So the day he came up there, this one was me, Jerry, and Dustin in the shop. Caleb was getting his hair cut by Dustin, Jerry, and he was laid back. I don't know why he had to lay back in the chair. I remember it so vividly. And
It started to come back
I
now.
had
You
to
said
start,
that.
I had to start cutting his son hair, and Dustin was watching TV. So he had the news on. So you know the news always got some crazy stuff going on. So Dustin was like, he's a very dramatic guy. He's like, God, dog, man, these folks out here crazy, man. So the white dude his name Chris, he always kept his pistol on him. So he was like, yeah, man, that's why I keep my pistol on me, because these niggas out here crazy. So when he said that, I looked at you, Kayla, and the way you did, like you laid back in the chair, you did this, you looked at Jerry like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh my God. So I don't think Dustin picked up on it. I didn't think I don't know if it offended Dustin or not. So Dustin kept on the conversation. So he kept on saying nigga, like, yeah, man, these niggas, like nigga, this nigga, that. He wasn't saying the ER, but he was saying with the A. So I'm like, every time he said it, like he would just stab me and shit, like, So I was like, all right. But I understand that as a man, when you address a man, if you address him in front of people on stage, don't be surprised if he tap dance for you, if he put on the show. So if you pull him to the side, it might be a whole nother type of thing. So when I got done cutting his son hair, I went outside when I was like, look, bro, you cool and all, but you can't say that word around me. As I'm telling him this, it went from my personal feelings to the fact that I have a business, and who knows who could have been in here and how that situation would have jumped off or whatever. So he's like, oh man, my bad. No, man, I ain't mean like that. So I'm like, no, you good, bro. You just can't talk like that around me. So he went and sat in his truck for maybe about 20, 30 minutes. He sent me this long text message about, he was apologizing and saying how it is in New York. And he sent me a screenshot of how him and his friends talk to each other. And he said, maybe because it's the South and all that. And I was like, I didn't respond at that moment. Later on, I was like, look, bro, you good. You just can't talk like that around me. So, bam, fast forward, he came back with about 2 months later, he brought his black wife and his black daughter. And it was funny to me, like he tried to show me that he's indoctrinated in the community, but he never said it around me again. But here's the crazy part. Literally 3 weeks ago, he hit me up because he had moved to Chicago. He hit me and said, hey, I'm back in town. I just cut his son this week here. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I had to hit Jared. I'm like, hey, bro, you'll never guess who just hit me up by coming to the shop or whatever. And he was like, who? I told him who it was. He said, I bet you won't say that now. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on in the climate. So I didn't allow him to say it, but it was like I had to pick the time of when I corrected him on it. Like I said, as a man, if you put somebody, if you address a man in front of people, don't be surprised if you get the reaction you didn't want. So when I put it to the side, it was a man-to-man conversation. But when that started going on, I realized from the business perspective, like, no, bro, like I could have, like, let's say Caleb, like, was one of them crazy dudes or whatever, and y'all could have towed the shop up in there. You know what I'm saying? Because he said nigga. So when I was addressing him, it went from my personal feeling to as a business owner. But he didn't say it in a way to disrespect me, but it was a disrespectful term for a white man outside of our community to say. That's all.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when females like they know men say bitch and all this type of stuff here. But how many of us actually address the females a bitch that when you weren't angry? When you weren't in an emotional state? I have.
I mean, I
the
say
reason I say it because some females, like,
it
depends on who you're dealing with. Some females, they don't care if you call them a bitch. These females that I said that, like, unfortunately, they fall into the ain't shit category. Not because they allow me to call them a bitch or whatever. It's just looking at their situation. One of them I can say I've seen her progress. She has grown as a woman, but most of them ain't shit, bro. And like you said, how many, like, and most females, not even like, how many females you know come from, how many black people you know come from a 2-parent household? So we all not whole. Most of us not whole. We're lacking.
I can probably count it on one hand how many I can think of off the top of my head.
I can too. And most of them is like, hell, you one of them, Trey, you raising your kids, so hey, I mean, you know.
I'm trying to keep it like that, bro. It ain't easy though.
You one of the 5.
But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. But if we keep letting, if us as men, I think honestly we need to promote more being together. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ready to get married, but I think we should promote that more in the black community of being together, staying together as a family, because it's so much easier to raise a child when you have help. It's not that it's like one child, one parent, okay, but it's like multiple children, like, and you still need that other person. Like, you can't give it's only so much you could give your child. As a man, he needs some feminine energy. He needs to be around female. He needs to understand that.
I think
same thing about a daughter.
I think if the man raised a child single more so than the woman, I think it turned out better.
I think it would turn out a little bit better, but I still feel like the child does need
it's still not
the mother around.
It's still not
the child needs both.
Yeah, I agree. What I'm saying is, though, I feel like if a man raised a child, they would be lacking not as much if the mother raised them, because you're putting out that feminine energy, especially when you're raising a boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they push that feminism on the boy. It's for you there to hone that. Even with a female, with a daughter, it's for you to hone that in. Like, yeah, you're feminine, but don't let that be the side effect of who you are.
Another thing too.
I'm gonna give you an example of why you need both. You know, my son, little TJ, he plays sports or whatever.
Hey, TJ.
Yeah, little TJ. When he get hurt, when he ever playing a sport, he get hurt. I sit back, I'm chilling, like, hey, you better get his ass up. You know, but versus his mom is like, oh, is he okay?
Yeah.
You know, so you do need both, because if it was just me, he wouldn't get that sensitive side, like, hey, are you okay? Right. And if it was just my wife, he wouldn't get that tough love. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all all seen 300?
Yeah.
You seen 300?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, they let that woman raise that boy till he's 7 years old. After that, all that pussy shit out the door. He a man now. We can turn him into a man. You did all the nurturing part. We got it from here on out.
Right. Yeah.
We don't need no more of this.
But I think too, another thing is, I think sometimes, especially I can't speak for y'all, but I feel like we need to, as men, we need to be human beings too. Like, we're human beings. You know what I'm saying? As well as men. Meaning, I think, man, we should start, not saying you got to be emotional, but understand that you do have feelings, that you do have emotions, and it's okay to feel that way.
I agree with that.
And I think we need to express amongst ourselves. Because I know for my father, and it seemed like the generation, our father generation, they wasn't. I don't know about y'all that, but they wasn't so. Hey, son, I love you, son. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right,
or
yeah,
or
yeah.
if I cry, it's okay. It's like, oh no, you
I
can't.
agree with you.
You still a
I
man
agree
if you
with
cry. You crying does not make you less of a man. It
I
makes
agree
you a
with
human being because guess what? You have that emotion. You was
I
given that emotion.
I agree
I
with
agree with
So
you.
I think.
It's something I got to work on.
Yeah. Hey, but
Oh
listen,
no, I ain't talking about you, but I'm just saying.
no, no, no,
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
you, but I know I got to work on that.
Hold on.
But
Check
that's
this out.
cool, and that's understandable. You working on that, and it's okay for us to do that, and it's okay for our sons. And it doesn't make them man because they experience emotions. It makes them a human being.
Right.
And I think a lot of times it kind of messes us up because
We're talking.
my dad wasn't. I don't know. It's like my dad personally really didn't prepare. You know, he wasn't open with me. So
Most men not.
I feel like as a man, that's when you get that whole. I don't like to use the word toxic masculinity because a lot of times we don't
White
understand.
woman turn.
Well, that's why I said I don't know what to say for us, but I think a lot of times it makes us hard, and it doesn't bring the disconnect between us and our child. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes because we don't understand, like we can have these feelings. Like yo, you can still be a man if you do this, even if you cry or if you feel a certain way. I ain't gonna just say cry, but you have other emotions besides being angry and being any emotions that that always that we kind of generalize with men.
Yeah.
You know, I think we need to start to be more open and we need to be and to talk more because,
go. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna chime in on it.
I just think we just need to be more open as men. I think we'll have a better relationship with our women and our kids if we start doing that because they all look to us. You know what I'm saying? And we're kind of like men. I feel like men were put here first. Men were made men for a reason. We were made to be that lead. We was made to kind of be what the kind of the family revolves around. You know what I'm saying? Like the women, like everybody gets their credit, but as men, it's like, no, we should honor how we are as men too. And like, yes, we are a big part of this family, and we. That's why old men. That's why these men be dying old and angry and grumpy and stuff, and they die like, bro. We're not supposed to like. That's not, bro. We need to start dying differently. If we're gonna die, we need to live good, live happy, and I don't know, just be more open with ourselves.
All right, let me tap into that real quick because I'm gonna break that down and I'm gonna up you on it. Like, okay, what you saying makes somewhat sense, but at the same time, if you look at those men, they kept their family together though. Those men that you talking about, those.
But did they keep their family together?
Let me
The
finish,
family
bro.
wasn't talking.
Let me finish,
Yeah,
bro.
they did it financially, but that's what I'm saying. It's more than being a man just saying, "Oh, I'm going to work and I'm financially taking." Like you need to be in. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to be involved with the family. You need to be
I
involved
understand.
with the children. You
I
need to
understand,
talk to the children, play with the
my
children, be
brother.
around the children.
I
Take the
understand.
children with you sometimes so they can see how a man acts.
Yes, sir.
You don't just come home. Oh, I'm gonna pay for everything and I'm finna be. No, man, be involved with your children.
All right.
I mean, that's how I wanted my dad to be. I wanted my dad to be involved.
Okay.
Not just to say, yeah, I'm gonna take care of you, do what I can do. And nah, nigga, let me see who you are as a person too.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro. We all go on our rants. Well, let me just finish it for a second. Those families that I'm speaking of, those men, they kept their family together. Now, the way you're speaking, that is what these feminists want right now. Let be more open, and we just talking about how the men been feminized.
Why you can't be open, bro?
Brother, let me can I'm just
saying, why you can't be open? Why you can't be open? There's nothing wrong with that.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Get off your
There's
chest.
nothing wrong with you being open. That's not what that's what you should want. I think women been saying that so long because they probably feel like, yo, you want you to be more open. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we should necessarily do it, but we gotta understand there's time to be open. I think it really affects us when we hold on to things and we don't talk about things like that. It adds years to our lives that we don't need all that extra weight. It's hard enough being a man and a black man as it is. We don't need all these extra emotions that we got bottled up and because we don't want to talk to nobody or we don't want to express ourselves or we can't. That's why we need that brotherhood. We need to build trust with each other, man. Because bro, everything is killing us. If you think about it, bro, we die from everything. The food we eat, what we watch, what we listen to, everything is trying to kill us.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? When are we going to take our lives back and say, you know what, we're not going to continue to kill ourselves. We're going to build.
Okay.
I'm going to build as a man. I'm going to be open.
Khalil Vets.
Oh, my bad, my brother. My bad, my brother. You know, sometimes my hotel power be activated.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish, bro. You went into this 2-hour rant, and I wasn't done.
This shit was 30 minutes, bro. We're on 2 hours.
If you want to, but what I'm like, what all I'm saying is, I'm not disagreeing with you that men should be more open, but you have to understand, where did that idea come from? You know what I'm saying? Women are pushing that narrative, and they push it on our kids. Oh, you should be more open and loving and touching. But let me give you a personal story. With me, I didn't start hugging my son till he was 7 years old. I feel like that was a weak move to hug your son. I mean, like, literally, I feel like I damaged that boy in a lot of ways with that there. I feel like it was all tough love. But when I started evaluating myself, I like, no, you can't do that to him. You have to show him that, yeah, I do love you. I do. Like, you do have to show emotion to your son, but to verbalize it the way you did.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, that, I don't think that's the corrective way. I feel like, yeah, you should open up to your kids so they know who you are. It ain't all just work. All daddy do is work. All daddy do is push sports on me. That's our only connection or whatever. It should be to the point where your child can come to you and talk about anything to you, because when society beating him down, he should come to you instead of the mother. Remember, I just said, like, we always go to the mother for that softened blow, because we don't want to deal with that.
Side.
Yeah, we don't want to deal with the harsh reality of what it is. So that's what I'm not saying you're wrong. I say, just to break it down the way you did, that's what women did to us. They want, like we just said, how black men have been feminized. So when you're saying we've been feminized, how do you differentiate from keeping that masculine role? You know what I'm saying? We're not here to pussyfoot around with our kids. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm not here to pat you on the head and say it'll be okay. Now, nigga, this shit fucked up out here, bro.
Why you can't pat yourself on the head and say it'll be okay?
Let me fit, my brother. Go ahead. You know what? I want you to get it all out, bro.
Because I don't understand. I'm just saying I don't understand why. What's wrong with that?
No, because society ain't gonna do that to you. Society don't give a fuck about your feelings.
Not at all. But you do, as a father, as a man, you do.
Listen. I'm saying that you can't sit up here and just soften the world for him or whatever. That's what the mother here for. You're here to say, look, bro, you're gonna be all right. That's what you're here for. It's gonna be all right, bro. I understand. I feel where you're coming from. But tomorrow always coming. That's the part right there. I think we should be that aspect of it. But to sit up here and hold him and coddle him, no, I'm not finna coddle my son for shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not working on that at all. I'm not finna coddle him about shit.
I'm not saying like
nothing.
Hold him like a baby in a carriage, but I don't understand.
I'm not finna coddle him about shit, bro. Look, now one thing my son can tell you, since he can understand what the hell I always been telling him, like, bro, the system's out here to get you. And he like 4 or 5 years old, like, what the fuck this nigga talking about? Look, nigga, this is a trap out here for you, bro.
Hold on, you been telling him this since he was 4 or 5, bro?
Yes, but also what I've been telling him since 4 or 5, he can tell you right now. I say, who are you? He'll tell you, I'm a king, I'm a leader, I'm a warrior, I'm a god. He can tell you that too. Ask him who he is right now. I bet you tell you that. Because I've been doing this since he was a little kid. So I ain't all that in him.
Hey, real talk. Ain't damn one of y'all wrong, man. The fucked up thing is we really didn't have nobody to. How do we know who's right? We just really making this shit up as we go.
Yeah,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. We just making this shit up.
You know why we don't know? But cause all three of us, who raised us?
I know. For me, my parents broke up when I was like 12.
I know.
Me and my dad, we stayed tight until he passed or whatever. But as far as being in the house, I lost that at 12, which I think is a critical age around that time. Now I'm dealing with females.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with other things in life that I wasn't dealing with before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that goes back to it being about men.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Because your father, exactly, he was not involved. My daddy was there, but he wasn't there. You know what I mean? He was not involved with it.
But you got to understand though, during that time, everyone our fathers grew up, the ones that were there. My dad was on crack. So mine is totally different from all y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my daddy was out there. You know what I'm saying? Like your daddy played a role still. Like I know Kenny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know him. Like I know you always talk about how your father was there, but he was not emotionally attached. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have none of this shit. My dad was a fucking crackhead. Do you hear what I'm saying? So all I had was my mother.
Yeah.
And one thing I said, my mama never spoke bad on my father. Never. But when I seen it for myself at that critical age of 11, I said, I don't want to be around this nigga. Like he was fucked up one day. He was high as hell, man, out there tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like tripping. And I'm like, yo.
I guarantee you, our lives would have been all different if our father.
I agree. I agree.
Completely.
Nobody disagreeing with you, brother. I'm not
No,
saying.
it's not about disagreeing.
Like,
I'm just
I
saying.
want my daddy to hold my. No, I'm not gonna hold your hand, bro. You are a fucking man.
No, I'm not gonna cap.
Play my son or none of his masculine traits. No.
If my dad held my hand, I wouldn't have.
All I'm saying is we have both. We have both. All of us have some feminine trait. All three of us have some feminine trait. But the point is, your feminine trait should not be dominating your manhood. Your masculinity should always dominate. Always. Period.
I don't think so. I'm not always.
Give me a moment.
Sometimes you can't.
Give me a moment when your feminine trait should be upheld with understood with the one. I mean, in life.
It's not necessarily. I don't want to say it's a feminine trait.
Sir, I'm asking you a question. Give me a moment when a feminine trait is good in a man.
Well, we gotta say a feminine.
Sir, I'm asking you.
I got one. Hey,
okay, when you're talking to your child. When you're expressing love to your child, that's a feminine trait.
That's not
no. Child, that's a feminine trait.
No, that is a human trait.
But that's still more feminine. Like that's more of that nurturing, that caring, that closeness.
No,
that's not.
No, loving your child is not a feminine trait. Loving your that's
a whole woman's trait.
You're not supposed to love your child.
No, that's not. See, that's not what I'm saying.
What I'm saying
that closeness.
Sir, you fail. Trey, give me a moment when a feminine trait is good in a man.
When you get pulled over by the police, you better hold down for a second.
I think that's docile. I don't think you're not massive. You said you
better hold down for a second.
No, you want to
get this ticket so you can live.
Docile. You couldn't be docile.
Exactly. Why act crazy? That's crazy.
Docile sound like I'm bowing down to something greater than me. You got it, bro.
No, that's not that. Like, okay, I'm not trying to throw it off. Oh, look, I don't. This might not throw it off. But like, we had a situation here in Georgia where something like that happened, and if that man probably was just stay cool.
No. I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're right. He'll be alive.
Docile and feminine is two different things. Docile, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you got a basketball team, look at the Lakers. Everybody know LeBron is that dude. All them dudes are still man, but hey, bro, you leading this show. Like with the Nation of Islam, those dudes are man, but they follow Farrakhan. So that doesn't make them feminine. You just bowing down to something greater than you. I'm asking y'all to give me a moment.
LeBron doesn't necessarily.
Listen. I'm asking y'all to give me a moment when it's correct for a man to show a feminine trait.
Bro, when you hug your son, that's a moment. When you tell your son, "Hey, son, it's gonna be okay." How is that not a feminine trait, bro? How is that not a feminine trait?
I do that shit all the time to my son, so I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm feminine. I don't know.
That's not a feminine
trait, bro. It is okay. Don't let TJ try and make it seem like no, bro. You been a human. I'm not sitting there saying
what I'm saying. I'm saying that's not a feminine trait. To love your child,
how's that not feminine?
To be there for your child is not a feminine trait.
Hey, you know what? I got one. So I got boys and girls. Well, I got one boy, two girls. So my girls, I'll let them do makeup on my face, man. That's some feminine shit, dog.
Hey, my nigga, I don't know.
I won't. I agree. That is feminine.
Hey, damn, dog.
My daughter, this is the thing. So
whatever go in your household, bro. However you like, look, Trey, whatever you like, you in the closet, right?
You still a good father, bro.
Hey, look now, check. So my son likes sports. So I play sports with my son.
Okay.
My daughters like makeup. What am I supposed to do? Not do makeup with my daughters?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I never wipe my daughter's ass, so hey, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Well, now, see, I done definitely wiped their ass, man. But I'm just saying,
I'm not.
I don't like sports like that. I gotta do something that they like.
I do that. Exactly. I will give you that. You are. Damn, cuz this makeup thing is like, okay, hey.
I sit on the floor, they'll put a little makeup on me, all that shit. And I wipe. I ain't going outside with the shit.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, hey, whatever you'll get down here, cuz.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. No, that shit funny as hell. I ain't gonna. Yo, I thought you took it way farther than me. I ain't gonna. That's too feminine.
Yeah, I've heard, man, and I've seen TV shows.
Yo, but you still a good father, bro.
I'm not getting down like that, bro. No, we go put it on your mama. That's where it belongs.
I ain't going outside, bro. I let them put it on. I wipe it off.
Defend yourself, brother.
Hey, have you ever? Hey,
bro. Hey, I still look.
Hey, until the days you be looking in the mirror like, damn, I look good.
Hell no, bro.
I might wear this shit more often.
You won, bro. I wasn't ready for that. You won.
That's the only.
Nah, you did wear that shit, man. I ain't gonna
Nah, hold on, pause. I ain't doing no feminine shit like in the public eye where somebody gonna judge my masculinity. You know what I'm saying?
Trey, look.
Hey, y'all the first people I ever told that to. Actually, man, that's breaking news.
Whoever watched this show now, they don't know. But hey,
exclusive.
Listen, bro. Listen. Whatever you into, bro. They got that.
But you know what? Hey, that's him knowing his child, knowing his daughter. I mean, hey, they like it. You know what I'm saying? I can respect it.
Look, we all joking here, whatever. That is weird. But anyway, we all.
That is weird.
Nah, fuck all that. Hey, so I go outside with TJ. I throw the football. Okay. I can't take my daughters out there throwing football with them.
No.
Nah, bro, you gotta start doing more than throwing footballs, man.
That's what I'm saying. So all right, TJ, look, check this out. TJ don't got no daughter, so he don't know.
I do.
So all right, if you had a daughter, what would you do with her? Just not do shit?
I do have a daughter, remember?
Oh shit, you sure do.
Yeah.
But you all right? So what you do with your daughter then?
He said not do shit.
I caught her my daughter. She had a little Barbie dolls and all this stuff here.
Oh shit!
I said, give me that so I can put it up. Like I'm just sorry, I'm not that guy. Something wrong.
What do you? No. I'm asking you a question, just like you asked.
Yeah, answer the question, TJ.
Yeah, she only.
Yeah,
two.
Answer the question. What do you do with your daughter?
She's only two. What can I do with her?
No.
You can be too masculine.
You can do something. You can
okay,
do
let
something.
me. Well, her thing is like she got this little kitchen set, so she always like making this food. I'm like, go cook daddy some food. She go cook a little play food. I swear to God.
Train her to serve her.
Exactly.
I swear that is that she go make like she got this little ice cream little ice cream stand and all that. I'm like, all right, daddy wants some ice cream or whatever. So I mean, honestly, my daughter, it might sound crazy, she's kind of subservient to me. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny.
Toxic masculinity.
You call it I'm just saying that's what she like doing. Like her mama just got her this new pot set or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Where like it got like tomato, you can cut it up like Velcro to keep it together and stuff like this here. So she was playing with it today, and she'll bring me like, here, eat. That's what she do. That's what she is. She's only two. Like your daughter's an older Trey. My daughter, she's only two right now.
So you ain't never got on the kitchen set with her, like y'all cooking together.
No. He's too masculine.
No, I haven't.
Hey, man.
Yo, this is masculine TJ right here, bro.
I'm not too masculine.
In rare form.
She just turned 2 in May. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this nigga is toxic masculinity.
Don't train her to serve her whole fucking life.
Ask you a question. At 2 years old, what were you doing with your daughters?
I was right there with them, playing with the shit. I used to play Barbies with them, no, man.
Bring me food.
Nah, I don't do that shit.
I play. That's what she likes. I mean, seriously. She got the ice cream.
Hey, I want to tell you what I was
took outside and with her little she got a little car for her birthday or whatever. Like, where you control it, like like big wheel stuff. But it's like she got one of those little cars or whatever, and I could control it with that. I did that with her. Let me say something. She's 2 years old.
Go ahead, brother. Go. What you doing?
Because everybody talking about what y'all do with your daughters, so I don't want to talk about me. Well, my daughters, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it be kind of hard because me being a man, a guy, whatever.
Twins.
Huh? Yeah, I got twins. Oh, I got twins.
How old are they?
Well, they just turned 4.
All right, cool. 4. I got a 4-year-old too. All right.
Okay. So I ain't gonna front. It's sometimes where it's like I understand that they girls. So it's like there's sometimes it's like, man, I gotta do some shit that's like girl, like because they like girl stuff. Yeah. And sometimes like on front, I like buy them toys and some shit I'll play with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like I'll buy them some shit that I can play with too, so it won't look like you know what I'm saying. But it's like, damn, sometimes like
we got one this which is me, the masculine one or whatever, too masculine for his daughters. You got one. I'm just too masculine. You got the one who manipulate his daughters to play with toys he actually want to play with, and you got one that cross dress with his daughters. That's what we got right now.
Hey, I ain't cross dress. Cross dress I ain't put on the goddamn dress.
Look, listen, Trey. I didn't give us none of us got any shining points here. None of us got any shining points. I shitted on all of us.
Yo, hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Listen, I'm just saying, my daughter's 2 years old. What do you want me to do with her?
I'm
Hey,
not
bro.
fuck all that, but she gonna get older. So what you gonna do when she is into makeup and doing hair and all that shit? What
I
you
would
gonna
get
do?
her one. I would get her one of them little makeup dolls and say, put it on that.
No. You got her a makeup doll. I'm saying, what are you going to do?
I probably help her put it on there.
There you go. That'll work.
Probably help her put it on there. Like, all
That'll
right,
work.
all right. You want to paint the baby doll? Let's paint this, or the makeup doll. Let's paint the makeup doll. Daddy, can I
All right,
put it
cool.
up on you? Look, I
But
ain't
I
gonna
do
hit
like
you, girl, but I will chop your leg.
I'll face paint with them and stuff. I'll do stuff with them. I'll do
but
certain things.
look, but listen, we all agree, like you do have to raise the boy different than the girl.
Yes. Hell yeah.
So I get what you're saying, Trey. Like, we joking with you about the makeup thing, but that ain't nothing new that I've heard of or whatever. We've all stuff like that. But we just joking with you. But hey, whatever you want to do, bro. Hey, leave life.
Yeah, I mean,
If you want to use your daughter as an excuse, cuz I'm with you.
hell no. Hey, look, TJ ain't doing no makeup shit. He ain't doing outside.
Hey, Trey, you gonna have to holler at TJ after the show.
He know I rock with the fake TJ. You know I rock with it. That's my little dude. And he'll tell you every time his daughters come around, I was give me a hug. Before because they always got candy with them when they come to the shop. But you get any candy, you know what you got to do, big cuz, man. I need a hug. So like, I understand, like, but I don't do TJ like that though. Little TJ,
Right. Yeah.
So I get it. We all joking here, whatever. But I get it that you can't raise them all the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we all do understand, because like I said, at the end of the day, we still big up Trey on how he raised his family. So it's just a joke about. I mean, whatever he like wearing makeup. Hey, that's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? But and you look, and I will say this here. If it took me, my oldest son, 13 now, if it took me to learn how to not be so hard on him by the time he turned 7, when I got a 4-year-old, and my wife we got an 8-year-old. That's our child, but that's our child together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, I was like, I'm not used to seeing the feminine side of a little boy, so I had to like get that up out of him or whatever. You know,
when you say feminine side of a little boy, give me an example.
He was soft. He cried about everything. He didn't like to do anything, but I had to understand.
They go back to what your man X saying though. He saying little boys should be able to cry.
No, I'm agreeing.
Bro, little boys are actually more emotional girls at that age.
Yes, because my 4-year-old, he's a sore loser. He cry if you beat him at anything, he's upset. He started growling at you and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's little
I'm like, man, what the hell is wrong with you? But I'm just saying, with him, he didn't have that father figure. So I had to tell him, like, no, bro, you can't let that be the determining factor of who you are. So it took me a minute to get him to the point where, like, sometimes, like, man, all right, I see myself in him now. You know what I'm saying? So I look at him as he's mine. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with my 4-year-old, like, he's a sore loser. Like, I have to break it. I mean, like, he growls and he be like he be ready to swing on me when I beat him at something. I'm like, bro, I'm not supposed to let you win. You don't get that yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my daughter is like that. I call her to her. Like, I would hurt one of them boys about her. And I always tell them, like, she my favorite child, though. And they like, you ain't supposed to tell your kids that. I'm like, look, dog.
You want to tell your kids, bro.
I do, because I'm like, look, when y'all get older, and if I'm not able to take care of myself, if I have to come stay with somebody, y'all got to ask y'all wife. Y'all got to get permission. That daughter can be like, hey, look, my daddy come to stay with us. I know you might not like it, but you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So I already picked my size, bro. I have chosen who I'm with.
You know, I'm experiencing that right now. So yeah, you're right, bro.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That woman gonna bring that parent in here. But that man, he has to get permission. He has to sit down and have a conversation. At the end of the day, that woman gonna bring that parent in there. But that man,
and why is that accepted, man? But that's how it is for real. But why is it like that?
Because you know what they say, a happy wife is a happy life.
That's true. Enough said.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but as man,
I mean, I think about that
like but just like Kay was saying, like, his father like borrowed so much in, he didn't open himself up. So that's what we've been trained to do. Like, all right, we just deal with it. We keep the ball moving or whatever. Like, okay, keep this family going. We just, you know what I'm saying? As long as this family is solid, fuck all the feminine shit, you know, or the emotional. I ain't gonna say feminine, emotional shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I agree. Like, that's what we're lacking as men. We're not emotional enough. But the way you described it, Kayla, I'm sorry, bro. That was that woman power shit. The way you described it.
No, bro. It's because you too much toxic. It's too much masculinity.
Listen, I got what you were saying.
You're not gonna understand.
Listen,
You're too masculine.
Listen, sir. I understood exactly what you were saying. But the way you described
it ain't gonna be TJ masculine.
It's like you watched Lifetime for like an hour or two, bro. You've been watching Lifetime all day.
I'm in touch. I'm in tune with my emotions, bro.
No, they say, so go on say it. You're in tune with your feminine side. Go on say it. That's what they want you
Oh
to
yeah, I'm in tune with the
That's
feminine
what they want you to
energy
say.
as well as
They
the
want you to
masculine
say.
energy.
That's what they want you to say. We all, like I said, we all have feminine traits. Every man does. But you cannot let that be the
I don't know, TJ. I don't think you do.
yeah. I mean, whatever. I like all men have a they fit, but that your masculine should always dominate. Your masculine side should be so dominant to the
Of course,
point
yeah.
it's not recognizable to anybody else that you have a feminine trait. But you yourself, like, hold on, I don't like that I do this here. I wish I could curry this, but I don't know how.
Hold on, bro. You don't eat meat though.
Yeah, I do now. I did it for a year.
Oh, okay. Now you masculine then.
I did it for a year.
When you were vegan, bro, that was feminine. That was some feminine shit right there when you went vegan.
I don't eat meat.
yeah.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying, look, white feminine.
I don't know if I said it like that, bro, but I understand.
Yeah, bro.
Okay,
I
look,
was like,
look,
whoa.
we've been on this subject for a minute, so I'm gonna get the last subject out of the way. We're gonna do 30 minutes because I know we all got life tomorrow or whatever. We got kids we got to take care of tonight or whatever. So the last subject is, and we supposed to been got on this, but that I told you, Trey, this how it goes sometimes. Like we'll start on something.
Nah, this is fun, man. I'm enjoying myself.
Okay, cool. All right, makeup guy. Okay, the makeup guy, makeup.
TJ, bro. You gonna get that phone call after the show, bro.
Yeah,
Well, I
man.
know, right?
I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer.
Hey,
I'm not gonna answer.
pull up.
Okay. The last subject is now we all know that Corona is a real thing. I hope we all do know it's a real. Well, let me finish. It's a real thing. People are actually getting sick from Corona. I do. I'll say this here. I know it's a real thing.
I agree.
But during this whole quote unquote epidemic, what happened to the flu? What happened to pneumonia? Where are these cases at? Anybody?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a good question. I hadn't heard nobody having the flu, to be honest.
So do you think,
They did have the flu.
with that being said, do you think that Corona is 100% what they saying it is?
I can't say, man. I don't know nothing about Corona, to be honest, man. I mean, I think it's something real, but I don't think it's as bad as what they make it out to be.
I agree. What about you, Caleb?
We had this discussion before we
Hey, bro.
the hiatus.
Trey don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it is real. A lot of things, but it's been politicized. It's being used to push a certain narrative. I mean,
Do you know the narrative?
we heard about. I feel like honestly, if we were a Democratic president, we would really been on a strict lockdown, mandatory masks, social distancing. I think with Trump, he allowed us to have freedom to make our own choices. I feel like we should.
I agree with that so much. It's certain times when Republican presidents are needed, and with Corona, this is the time. Like when we had the whole stuff going on with the wars in Iraq. I mean, I don't think Al Gore was equipped enough for that. We needed an asshole. We needed Bush.
Hold on, pause.
But there was no war really in Iraq.
I mean,
that's true. But you think it's good for us to have a Republican right now?
We just got.
Come on with the Corona, just with the Corona.
That's what I'm saying. With Corona, you think a Republican is the answer?
Yes.
How?
Because I mean, like Democrats are pussified to me, and when I say that, I'm not talking about an individual. I'm just talking about the party as a whole. It's a hippie movement. Democrats are hippies.
So I don't think the numbers wouldn't be as high as they were if there was a Democrat in office.
It probably wouldn't be around.
Yeah, though, that's what he was saying.
Corona would have just been a regular flu.
Yeah.
So
we'll be locked down.
How can you say it's better for a Republican to be in office right now?
Well, right now, I feel like honestly, if you look at a lot of stuff politicized, because the whole number one mission of the America political system right now is to get Trump off the office. If nothing else, that's more important than getting Trump off the office.
Shit,
every time
it's too late for that shit. It's going to be an election.
No, it's not. But they're trying everything in their power to get him off the office. Instead of giving us a good giving the Democrat a good qualified candidate that could do it, they don't have nobody. So they're trying to use everything they can to use to put all the heat on Trump. Right. But that's who Trump is supposed to be. Trump is supposed to be the villain. He's the bad guy. He's a scapegoat for all this stuff. Like this is all. You got to think about. He's a reality TV star. He's an actor. This is a game.
It depends on like where you get your sources from. If you listen to liberal or Democratic shows on the radio, YouTube, and TV, news-wise or whatever, you're gonna have that perspective. But if you're looking at from the conservative Republican side, these same avenues of media, you would get his perspective. And I feel like, look, listen. I told you, I feel like black people needed Trump because we got comfortable and we feel like we were successful about that homosexual Barack Obama, the homosexual fact, Digging the booty guy. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? So I think we needed something to curb that. Like, look, now we ain't made it yet. So we needed an asshole in president as president. Now, my whole thing with the corona thing is like, okay, it is a true thing. It's serious because if one person die, that's too many. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
I agree.
I'm
The
not.
niggas die every day.
Siri to my what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm not disagreeing that it's not serious or people die every day. But you have to understand, like it's affecting people at a mass rate in America.
And
but
that's why.
Let me finish, my brother. No, I'm gonna let you talk, bro. I swear, I'm gonna let you get your points across.
No, I'm just saying. It's just.
But what I'm saying is that, like, I feel like we have become the control people. Fear is the greatest tactic. If you fear me, I got you. Like, one thing about my kids, I would love for them to love me, but you're gonna I want respect first. I think fear number 2, man. I'll take love third. Because those things that respect and fear keep you in line. So I think that the narrative has been pushed to be afraid, stay in the house, stay away from people, and especially with, like we just said, we're spiritual people. We're soulful people, and in order to be soulful people and spiritual people, we need to communicate. We need to be amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? That just would. But I'm not saying I don't respect Corona because it's real. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like the fear of it has been escalated to the point where we have been detached away from socializing with each other. Everything now is the Zoom and the stuff like we doing now, whatever. I mean, like, the reason we doing, we probably would still be doing because of the situation, but it just works best for all of us to do it from our home or whatever. But what I'm saying is that it's like we're becoming detached from each other. And I don't think that's by accident. That's what I'm saying. That is good because even though Trump's an asshole, he's inaccurate on a lot of things he say. He's I'm not gonna say he's a racist, but I feel like he's a bigot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
he's the worst president since I've been alive that I can think of.
But look, people say that, but you were alive during the Reagan era. You was young, but you was born in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Reagan destroyed the black community. So I disagree with you. Reagan pushed crack in our community, put cocaine in our community, heroin was already there, but like he never, like, come on, man. Reagan destroyed the black community more than anybody. I think like Trump is just an answer for Obama. I think that's just the counter to Obama. That's all I'm saying.
Trump brought out the racists. That's what Trump did.
But actually, that's a good thing because now I agree with that. Now you know who you dealing with instead of it being in the closet or hidden. I know who the fuck I'm dealing with now. All y'all show yourself, and I can't be mad. Hey, if that's who you are, I know who the fuck I'm dealing with. So our meetings and arrangements and situations is only gonna go, but so far it's strictly business because I know who the fuck I'm dealing with. At first, you didn't know who you was dealing with. He has pushed it with these poor white trash motherfuckers. That's what we talking about. These poor white trash motherfuckers are expressing themselves. Please do, because I want to know who the fuck I'm dealing with. I'm not saying Trump ain't, like, look, listen, you think I'm saying Trump's a good president when I say he's our president. I say he's our president because I just like he was the counter to that homosexual. Obama was a homosexual president. He took care of them. He took the fuck care of them fags. Because that's his people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think he gave himself, but yeah, I do agree that he took care of the gay people. I agree.
It's a dude that wrote a book. They call him the bathroom Barry, bathroom Bobby, bathroom Barry, or something like that. Talking about like Obama like to get high and get dudes to suck him off. This dude wrote a book. He wrote a book.
Yeah, I just understand that. The economy got to keep going. Money has to keep flowing. People need jobs. People need money. I feel like you shutting this country didn't need to get shut down. In the places where they shut down, it getting worse. It's getting more. They having more outbreaks and everything. Money has to keep flowing. The government is not going to take care of us. They're not going to give everybody some money. They're not going to do that.
Why you say? Why? Let me ask you a question. Why you say the economy doesn't need to be shut down? Because
it should have been shut down.
Because it's not. It's just. It was a strong flu. But that's what it is. It's part of the.
Question. This might be.
Listen. Wait, hold on. If you did not watch the news or get on social media and you was to go outside, you would have thought nothing was wrong.
Let me finish.
because everything looks normal. When
All
you
right,
look at the news, when you
okay,
look
let me
at
finish
social
my
media,
question.
all you hear is death, death, death.
Let me finish
But
my
the thing
question.
is, it's a 97 recovery rate.
Yeah, I agree.
How
That
the
is
hell
true.
do you
That
have
is
a
true.
97 recovery rate?
And more people die from the flu. But let me finish my question though. Let me finish my question. Because this might, the way the economy shut down, this might be the blueprint of showing black people of what the fuck to do. We not fucking with none of this shit. So it might be the blueprint on how to shut it down.
Black people, we don't.
Don't do her
First
like
of all,
that,
black
bro.
people don't pay attention.
Masculine ass
We
nigga.
we could be showed. White people have been showing us their hands forever, and we still don't. We still act like we don't know how to play the game.
That's true.
So I don't. The white man does like just the fact that Trump never wears a mask. Nobody in his administration never wears a mask. When we talk about, oh, you need to mask up, you need to mask up. These niggas not wearing a mask because they know the real truth about it. But they know they are part of that game, so they have to go along with it. But we could be shown everything, but black people, we still not gonna pay attention. All we gonna look at the shit that we doing. What have we really done? What have we actually done since all this happened? Besides, I ain't gonna say we tore up nothing. We didn't do terrible.
We
But what
stacked
have
up
we actually
money.
done?
That's what I'm saying. So
Stack
this
money.
might be the blueprint. This might
But
be.
are we stacking money to do what with it? What's our what? Just do what?
That's
Are
all.
we stacking money?
And
How many black banks do we
we
have?
just said we
How
need
many
to build.
black companies do we
I'm
live as a?
stacking money.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say, yeah, you individually, but us as a whole, as a community, what are we actually doing? Like, what has happened for us? What can we say, bro?
We saying that black
The
people.
biggest thing that we got is a fucking Negro national anthem before the first NFL game. That's some shit you want to do.
That ain't got nothing to do with
NASCAR,
Corona. That ain't got
get
nothing to
rid
do
of
with
that
Corona.
Confederate flag. Are you
That ain't got nothing to do
serious?
with Corona. That ain't got nothing to do with Corona. You went back to Black Lives Matter. We talking about Corona now, brother.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. You talk about the blueprint of this stuff shutting down. That's what I'm saying. Like we have not. There's nothing that has happened.
What I'm
So
saying,
even if
no,
we
what
see
he's
the
saying.
blueprint,
No,
we're not going to use it.
listen what he's saying though. He was saying that we stack money. So once again, it's showing us the power of our dollar. Once again, they print the dollar. They put the value in the dollar, and we the ones that respect it. I mean, all Americans, that is the dumbest thing in the world. It's a piece of paper. If you don't have the paper, it's just something that shows up on your computer screen of how much you got or whatever. So like,
Right.
if we didn't respect the dollar, they will bow down. I mean, because you see what they do to countries that don't respect the dollar, that they want to go to war with those countries. But I'm just saying, like, it shows you what could be done if black people say, you know what, I'm not gonna shop with this company. I'm not, because
Right.
the companies they're saying that we need to open up is because they're hurting. The mom and pop stores are the ones that's really like, hey, we hurting, but you know, so we get it. So well, I ain't gonna say all of. I mean, like some of it hurts. I ain't gonna lie. Shop, hey, I felt it. But it's the point where it's showing that like if we stop fucking with shit, how much power the average person does. I'm not even gonna say black people. The average person does when you take away the big heads or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's showing you the power of with the lesser man. That's a bad term or whatever. But the less accomplished, I say that there. Less accomplished financially, man, or whatever. The power that we really do have in our dollar. I mean,
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
dog, real talk, how I feel about this coronavirus, shit should have been shut all the way down. Like when we first kind of heard of this. For example, you take a place like Italy, right? What did they do?
They got fucked up behind it.
Yeah, right, but still, like nobody got evicted. There wasn't no crazy shit going on like that.
That's true.
But and they got rid of it. They got rid of the shit though. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? They good now. Now they can live their normal life.
That's true.
We as Americans, we're such consumers and capitalists.
Facts.
Care about our money.
Yeah.
That we can't even get rid of this disease because we worried about our pockets. At some point, you got to make a decision. You care about the people or you care about your pockets.
We want that.
But it's not. It's not a disease. It's the flu. And we go. What do you mean? It's not, bro.
You don't believe
that shit is being inflated. That is not causing. Huh?
You don't believe Corona is real?
No, I believe Corona real, but I believe this world has to keep moving, bro. You know how many things that we done went through as human beings that we done went through? You can't.
What would happen? What's the worst thing that can happen if we shut down for a month? What's the worst thing that'll happen?
People lose their jobs.
No. How would they lose their jobs if everything is shut down? Ain't nothing moving.
Well, there's not no money. I mean, what y'all gonna
look, now the people won't get paid, but their rent ain't due also, so you don't need the money.
I mean, yeah, but is that going to happen? No.
No, I agree, but I'm saying that's what should happen. That's what
they're not going to do.
Happen.
If that would have happened, no.
Unless you had a Democrat in the president.
Maybe so.
Right.
And I mean, but then it still goes down to the states or whatever. So like,
Yeah.
just because you got a Democratic president doesn't mean these states are gonna stop moving. So it goes.
Well, federally, he make an order to where.
Right. I said federally, yeah, you'll have persuasion. But hey, you want some of this federal money, you need to do what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
We've seen how arrogant some of these governors be or whatever. Like you see,
That's true too.
These
Yeah.
Democratic governors.
That's our governor.
You see how these Democratic governors respond to a Republican president. So it would have been the same way around. If you had this Democratic president, you would have seen the arrogance of a Republican governor or whatever. Like, fuck what you saying, I'm gonna do it. You know, so
Right.
even in the state of Georgia, you know, at first Georgia was with Kemp. Trump was with Kemp doing it, and then his people said, "No, you can't endorse that." He condemned him or whatever, and Kemp said, "I'm gonna do it anyway." So
Exactly.
it goes deeper than just the president saying shut it down. It goes deeper than the president saying shut it down. It's what the governor's gonna do. You get what I'm saying? So
And I'm glad he did shut it down. I'm glad he stood on his two, and I'm glad he didn't shut it down. And he should shut it down.
He just opened it up early. He opened it up early.
Started thinking about these numbers, bro. You don't even have to have Corona.
Look, in Atlanta, you had to have a pass to be in the street, bro. After 9
That's Atlanta. In
Right,
Hiram, we didn't have to have nothing.
What's going on in Hiram?
Hiram, nothing. Only time they
Hiram.
shut down was when everybody had to shut down for like 4 weeks.
Give me a fast food restaurant in Hiram.
Huh?
Ain't no jobs in Hiram.
That's true.
I'm just saying, but they didn't have to shut Atlanta down.
People work in Atlanta. So
yeah, I have to drive.
So that's what I'm saying. Why would you shut it down?
What, Hiram?
No, Atlanta.
No, I'm saying you had to have a pass to be out. Because they call it essential work or whatever.
Yeah. I had my pass.
I'm saying even though like because Atlanta did shut down, but
yeah, I know.
It was a central job that stayed afloat. And then it became, all right, we're gonna let the barbershops, the salons, the bowling alley, and I can't think of the other. It was 4 things. Massage parlors and tattoo shops. They opened those up first. You know what I'm saying? And then they opened up everything else. But the point was, like, it was shut down, and then they opened up before other states or whatever.
Everybody else,
opening up now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But they was also one of the last to shut down too.
Oh, I didn't know that part. I like that part there. I wasn't in tune with that right there.
Yeah, they wasn't on the last. Yo, he wasn't trying to. Bro, he kept. Even I saw that the address before he actually shut it down. Even that first address, he said he still wasn't shutting down. They're just going to take greater precautions, but they're not shutting down. And he kind of left it up to the areas to do what you want to do. Like business,
Kemp is dumb. In that same address, he also said, "Oh, I didn't know that you can be asymptomatic. You're the fucking governor. How the fuck you don't know that?"
Yeah,
he knows that. But see, that's the asymptomatic shit. But see, that's how they get you with that whole asymptomatic shit that you can have it, but you don't know you got it. That's why they try to. That's how they try to get everybody because they knew that it was only affecting a certain demographic of people.
I kind of understand that too, though, because like you got certain different strains of the flu. All flu cases don't mean you shut all the way down. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's what they saying. Even though it's like Corona is a strain of the flu, it's its own lane, but like all of them in the same family or whatever. But then within that family, you have certain tentacles that go out or whatever. So I think that's what they saying with the Corona. Like some people, they're not affected like other people. You know what I'm saying? Like you have some people that like outside of killing them, like they go through hell with it. You got some people say, well, I only had this symptom, but it wasn't that bad or whatever. Like, I remember when I had the flu before. Bro, I was ready to die. I was ready to just go and give it up. At that time, I was a Christian. I was like, look, Lord, you win, bro. I don't want it no more. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was shut all the way down, bro. I'm talking about, boy. But then I knew somebody else that had the flu. They was bad, but they weren't like me. I was ready to give it up, bro. I was ready to give it up. You would have gave me a pistol, man. Hey, I don't know what I would have did. I ain't have no strength to pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if y'all ever had the flu, but like, hey.
Yeah, I had the flu.
Nah, bro. I don't think I think I had it in December. I don't know. But I think if I went to the hospital in December, they would have said I had Corona.
But that's what I'm saying. Though,
they went testing in December though. That's the thing. You wouldn't even. They would have said you got pneumonia. You remember when it first came out? Everybody had pneumonia.
Yeah. Yeah, they went testing.
Well, when I went, the guy looked at me like, nigga. I mean, he like, but you know how black people kind of had that verbal language. He like, nigga, ain't nothing wrong with you. You just a cold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. But if I'd have came in like February,
right? Yeah, around February.
I would have had that Rona.
Not.
Ain't that shit kind of funny how black people call that shit Rona, but it's so serious.
Yeah, I mean, we can always call everything, man. You got that Rona.
Yeah, like how the fuck? But say something about
this. I'm one of the last people to still say Corona. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to die and breed. Even white folks saying Rona now or COVID. I say coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? But like he said though, they wasn't testing for corona back in December.
Yeah, they
But
weren't
it's
doing
just
that
like
shit.
now all of a sudden now. So you mean to tell me every year people die from the flu, but all of a sudden now, and I mean I just haven't heard of any
Nobody.
situation where the
Yeah.
corona has been. I mean the flu has been addressed, or pneumonia has been addressed. Those
It
conversations.
has been
So
addressed.
I think that like when you go, if you have any symptom of that respiratory effect, you automatically have corona. You get what I'm saying? And more people, I think when you go to the hospital, you're sicker than if you was to stay at home.
I agree with that shit.
Yeah, I think
I
if you
ain't
go
going
to the hospital, all of a sudden your symptoms have been amplified. So I don't trust the hospital with this stuff here. I'd rather sit
They
at
actually
They
they
get
actually
money,
did a
man.
report.
just give me fluids. I know fluids will get you through anything. Go get me a whole bunch of Gatorade.
They
I
did a
drink
report on it.
Gatorade, orange juice, and
Yeah.
water.
Fluids will get you there.
So,
They did a report on the about. They was like, where did all the heart attacks go? Where did all
See what I'm
the
saying?
other elements go?
That's what
Because
I'm saying.
people
That's
don't
all.
want to go to the hospital because how
Exactly.
they was labeled with corona. Like you literally, if they were getting funded to pay for that. So
I heard that too. I heard
all
that
the
too.
deaths you
I
have with corona
heard that too.
related.
I heard
Huh?
that too. I'm saying I heard that too.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the reason why you don't hear about anything else. Like think about, you don't hear about none of that stuff because don't nobody want to go to hospital, but don't nobody want to get labeled as corona because you don't know. Every time you look around, like I just saw something yesterday. Say what?
I said you get shot in the leg. They say you got corona. Oh, that's corona,
Bro. If you had corona and that's a corona death. And now they saying the corona done mutated now. It's now it's airborne. Now it's attacking people that's between 25 and 35. I forgot what other stuff they said. The corona done mutated to just every time you look around, corona mutates to something different, bro. And these numbers be wild. They like I saw one. It's like 15,000 new cases. 20. How the fuck do you have 20,000 new cases? 15. Like, come on, these numbers are crazy.
Yeah, they up there now.
Yeah.
But come on, like where really? Really 20,000 people just came. Like, come on, I'm not believing that shit. I just don't believe that shit.
TJ,
what's up?
Hey, wrap us up, bro. I gotta head out.
All right. Well, like I said, we got 9. Can you make it 9 more minutes? I was gonna cut off at 9:30, but if you want to cut it off now, we can. Or you can go.
It don't matter.
You can finish it up or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, 9 minutes is cool. That's cool. I can do 9 more minutes. That's cool.
All right, that's cool with you, Caleb.
Yeah.
Khalil X, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn, nigga, you did just say my name. Hey. Shit, edit that shit out.
Is it Khalil or Caleb?
It's Caleb X.
Caleb.
All right, cool.
He'll Hebrew Israelite now. He'll have another name this week, bro.
Like, hey, my guy. Hey, is my whole name gonna pop up like it is right now?
Yeah, it got a whole man
government. You can go in there and change it up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like you have to go in Zoom and edit it or whatever. Because I know one dude I follow, and he has a comedic name. But when he first was on the Zoom thing, he had his government name, and maybe like a month or two later, there you go. You just did it there.
Yeah.
He went and changed it up or whatever. So
nah, nigga, you still Trayvon Holman.
I don't want nobody trying to Google me or nothing like that.
Who was this nigga putting on makeup on?
No, I was like, damn, why you got that whole government name
in the street? Like this nigga stay in?
Yeah, no, I ain't know I was doing that.
So yeah, you just got to go in there, edit it yourself or whatever. Then you can change the name.
All right, cool.
So
I know for next time.
So yeah, next go round you'll know. But yeah, I mean I think this was cool though. Like and then like I say, it was just instead of me and Caleb always Khalil X.
Khalil X, bro, get his name right.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yo, one more time, bro. I had to X.
I'm sorry, my brother.
Yo, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of us bouncing off each other, we get another perspective. And sometimes, and like you didn't always agree with me. You didn't always agree with him. So it kind of like tipped the scale or whatever. Like, which way the conversation gonna go? Even though like I feel like I'm always right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I do.
Yeah.
You damn wife always think she right and shit, man. What is wrong with y'all?
Hey man, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Somebody think they always right. I don't get that.
No,
bro. I say the same thing, bro. Like, how you always right, bro?
I'm joking because like he don't put my card on some, and then I had to come back the next episode. Like, you know what? Hey, he got that. It ain't often, but you know, he got his moments.
It happens.
He got his moments. You know,
I gotta get some with better lighting though, man. I'm dark as a motherfucker when I take this light off. Look at this shit, though. Yeah. What
you got?
You say you in the closet?
You gotta get
man, I'm in my closet. I don't got.
It kind of look like it now.
Yeah.
It really do. Like the background, you got the shoes on top and the stuff like the hangers and shit.
What you gotta do?
Oh, shit.
Tell what you
Like
got.
he's supposed to be doing this shit. Like he got to stick doing this shit right
They
quick.
got them on. I was just looking at that. They got like ring lights for like $30. It was $33, but with tax probably like $35. Get you a ring light because that's what he got right now. And I got my own. I got panel lights or whatever. That's something look
Not
different.
a
And I got.
Hey, so what ring like that's a little circle, big circle light
Yeah, but
thing?
you don't have to get a big one though. Like he don't have a big one. You can get one just fit your table or whatever. You know
Okay,
what I'm
cool.
saying? So I seen the link on what to do that, just give you a little better light. And then like even with his, like he got his up too bright now. But I remember when I first showed him, like, you know what I'm saying, like he was good because like you want to show yourself, but you don't want to be like his forehead shine. I can tell he sweat. The forehead super shine.
It's because my light is like where I'm at. It's like,
I know, I'm just saying, but like that's why I said your light too bright, but it's still at the same time like we see everything that's going on with it. So I seen the link and all that.
Yeah, I had to bootleg mine. Real talk. I got my flash on my phone, my flashlight on.
Okay.
Damn, my guy.
But yeah, hey, I had nigga rig this shit, bro. I don't know.
Matter of fact, I got a couple. I can give you a light or whatever, but you probably it's probably like I don't know how big your closet is. You know what I'm saying? I can give you like a little panel light because these are kind of big or whatever. I give you one of those until I just give you that and then. But I don't think about it. It's set as one tone. You know what I'm saying? So you probably have to have your closet light on and just have that light on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
I get that to you sometime this week here, whatever. We'll meet up or whatever. But we finna wrap it up and we got 5 minutes or whatever. So I mean, anything y'all want to plug in, y'all want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? You want to get your final point across about everything. And matter of fact, that's what we'll do. We ain't really got nothing going on that we can plug in or shout out to or whatever, because it's just us three watching. Maybe our loved ones, you know what I'm saying? And our kids gonna watch the show. But I mean, anything, you can get your last thoughts in on the whole Black Lives Matter and the Corona. I'm gonna let you go first, Trey, and then you can go, Caleb, and I'll just finish it off and get us up out here.
About that.
All right, so Black Lives Matter, closing thoughts. We need to expand. You know what I'm saying? Expand our horizon. Don't just focus on whatever the national media is focusing on. With the coronavirus, we got to shut shit down before we can get shit right. Ain't no way. I mean, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. And that's what I feel like we're doing right now with the coronavirus. That's all I got.
Mr. X.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Trump. Hey, keep this economy open, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta holler at you about the other. You're talking real crazy. Keep the economy open. First, Black Lives Matters is a LGBTQRSTUV movement. But shout out to some of you guys. Yo, you know what I'm saying?
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna get my thoughts on the Black Lives Matter. I feel like Black Lives Matter is a great hashtag, but I don't feel like the movement is true. That's not saying that everybody involved in it doesn't have the heartfelt understanding of what they're trying to do. It's just the political side about it is more dominated than the actual movement or whatever. The whole Corona thing, I think Corona I don't trust the government. I'm not saying the Corona's not real, but I feel like there's a bunch of flu gaze and stuff in there to strike.
Don't get the vaccine, bro. Don't do that shit.
Agreed. I agree.
But hold on, bro. You just said you want to shut shit down and get everything right, so you gonna have to take the vaccine?
Don't get the vaccine, bro. Fuck that shit.
Okay. Nah, see, then what you gonna do? So y'all just gonna stay in the house?
I mean, don't get the vaccine, bro. Fuck that shit.
I agree with that. I feel like you shouldn't get the vaccine because I feel like you might grow a third arm or whatever. And they speaking on it, they were talking about testing in Africa first, and they had them like, why they always want to test on us first or whatever? You know what I'm saying? We tired of going first. Y'all go first. So,
yeah.
I agree with that. But I feel like it's a lot of flu gazes. I think more so with Corona, it's been fear being pushed in there or whatever. But hey, it's the world we live in. I mean, it's been real cool. We've been on here for a good little minute. But I mean, it was dope, and we can do it again next Sunday or whatever. We probably won't do it this long, but you know how it is when we first started doing the show, Kayla. Like we was going for a long ass time, and then we had to trim it down or whatever. But to say that we had 3 people, first show we did a month, I think it was cool. I got another cousin I'm gonna try to get involved with the show or whatever. I don't really know individuals. We tried to get Jared to do the show, but it's not his forte of speaking in public. But sometime we might get some people to call in. Like, you got a partner that's a police officer, Trey. I'm gonna call him in sometime. Like, we're gonna speak on that. We can get he's an Atlanta police officer at that. So
yeah. Don't get him more better than that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like we have a way we can call people in or whatever. Like I say, I got one more person I want to be a part of the show. But I mean, all in all, I think it was cool. Anybody had any bad things or think that things that y'all think we need to critique to do it better? Just let me know real quick. Anybody?
Bro, we gotta share this shit though.
Yeah,
Share
I
this
agree.
shit.
Yeah, I agree. You, Mr. X.
No, we good.
All right, yeah. All right, so man, I appreciate y'all for being part of the show. I don't want y'all texting or calling me tonight. I'm in love with my wife. But hey, man, it's been cool, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be.
All right.
All
No
right,
doubt, man.
all right.
Peace.
Nice meeting you,
Peace.
bro.
Yep.
All right.